for young people. So I'm getting more candid about the college space than I was in the past, and hopefully that's more compelling content for you. Let's wrap it up with a couple NBA thoughts. It's been a week. And if you say nothing happens now in NBA free agency, well, Miles Turner going to Milwaukee was something. I'm not saying it's tantamount to LeBron's decision that was expressed 15 years ago. But if we're going through legitimate big men in the NBA, and yes, they still matter. I know it's all three-point shots all the time, but you saw the impact Turner had on the Pacers' run to the NBA Finals. Somebody's got to get the rebounds. Somebody's got to play defense in the paint in the midst of that barrage from the perimeter. But since that move had basketball sense to it, to give Giannis another post player to run with, a much more defined option than Lopez in the lane, and also had a psychological intention. Appease Giannis. Make him happy, because this team has done it repeatedly with mixed results. Go back to picking up Drew Holiday, who was instrumental in winning the title in 2021. They took a calculated risk in Damian Lillard based on his age. Unfortunately, they got burned with Dame going down with the Achilles tear in the postseason, obviously beyond anyone's control. So they decided, knowing that Lillard is not available next season unless he has a miraculous comeback just prior to playoff time and could play for a contender, knowing he's out of the mix, and the report that was floated through Shams Charania that Giannis, I'm paraphrasing here, would be open to exploring different options, meaning, hey, Milwaukee, do something to make me happy or I'm gone. The Bucks did the best they could. And I'll steal from Brian Windhorst, who I think is the best NBA insider going. He said that when he talked to executives, they were stunned to two things: that someone would do that to Damian Lillard with his Hall of Fame potential and how respected he is around the league, and that the Bucks came up with the mechanism. It's always been out there. No one sat down, ran the numbers, and said, we're willing to eat over $100 million, 113 to be specific. We're going to take a massive cap hit in the name of coming up with the way to get Miles Turner to make Giannis happy. So it's been a full week. The deal became official yesterday. How come we've not heard one thing from Giannis? I think the answer is it's by design. Because the moment he weighs in one way or the other, then we get all of the blowback from Bucks fans. I know it's a small fan base, but I got a lot of friends in Wisconsin. My college roommate from Janesville, Wisconsin, the guy down the hall from La Crosse. I'm all in on the greatness of the dairy products from that state. Still, if you're a Buck fan, it's got to be tedious that all we do when we talk about your franchise is speculate where Giannis is going. So I think he's calculated. He's not going to say anything until he has to, and that moment won't be until training camp opens in September, because he wants to hang on to the only leverage he has, and that is to try to push the Bucks to be even more aggressive on the margins, get me something, anything. But as much as I respect Miles, the addition means very little, even in the Eastern Conference. Looks like a play-in team to me. Want to thank a lot of people, starting with Rich Eisen, Jerry Sobowitz, Bruce Gilbert, all of my friends at Westwood One, David Murnack, the good people at Infinity Sports Network, our technical producer, don't call him Arsenic, Art Martinez. My name is Brian Weber. We'll do it again tomorrow on The Rich Eisen Show.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. Grainger offers the professional-grade products he needs, from voltage detectors to harnesses to hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For more than half a century, contractors and trade professionals have relied on WeatherGuard for heavy-duty truck and van storage equipment, not just to protect their tools, but to protect their professional reputations. Whether it's inside or outside of work vehicles, a WeatherGuard badge means pros can trust that their hard-earned name is in good hands. Since 1968 and every day since, WeatherGuard has been protecting anything it takes to build a professional reputation. WeatherGuard, established in 1968, proven every day. WeatherGuard.com.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
Capital Subaru of Greenville is transforming your everyday commute into something a little more extraordinary. Subaru was just named 2025's best overall automotive brand by Consumer Reports, and there's never been a better time to drive one home. From the adventure-ready Outback to the sleek and efficient Forester, they got the perfect ride for you. In addition to their great selection of new and used car inventories, the Subaru Service Center is commanded by a team of experts, handpicked for their knowledge, passion, and promise to treat every car as if it's their own. Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalsubaruofgreenville.com.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
It may be hot outside, but in Russell's, the clothing is light, bright, and beautiful. Hi, I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and we have a great inventory of cool, lightweight, colorful apparel for all your summer needs. Lots of dresses, skirts, tops and tees for the ladies, and for the men, it's shorts, polos, swimwear, and t-shirts just for starters. Feel good and look even better when you shop for summer apparel at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. They're parents and police officers. They're nurses who work nights. They're hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Afternoon, everybody.
Man, it was
was just lackadaisical, man.
It was what now?
Lackadaisical.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett.
Hey.
And we got left side.
Strong side.
I shouldn't be held accountable for a grown man's athleticism.
I heard you say that, and I would have to agree with you, to be honest.
Wait, what? You agree with me?
I agree.
Flip that, Shirley.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
I pay for AI. I can't help it. I mean, that was before I was medicated, man.
What? I don't know. It was not my idea.
That's all. I love y'all, man.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Tuesday edition. Hot one, but nice and cool inside the Pirate Radio studios. Hopefully cool where you are. We'll try to cool you down with some sports talk this next 3 hours on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Give us a like, a subscribe if you haven't already. And join in on the conversation today. What is on your mind? Major League Baseball going on, but the football talk has begun. In fact, we are 1 week away from Phil Steele Day here on Pirate Radio. Phil Steele will join us coming up next Tuesday on the show. We'll get his thoughts on ECU, the AAC, and college football as a whole, and we'll be breaking down a whole lot of college football coming up on today's edition of the program with our guests, including the Mully man, Mike Mullis, here in hour number 1, and Bryce Williams in hour number 3. Hour 2, we'll talk a little ECU soccer with the new head coach replacing Gary Higgins. She was here before. Now is the head coach, Emily Buccilla. We'll get a pronunciation of that last name from Coach Emily coming up in hour 2. Also, Kayla Hudson, who is way more than Greg Hudson's daughter, the director of recruiting operations at Texas A&M. She was with Mike Elko at Duke and then went to Texas A&M, former ECU cheerleader. We'll talk about the wild world of college football recruiting and more with Kayla Hudson coming up on today's show. So a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. Shirley Rhodes is here. Jared Watkins is here. We got left side.
Strong side.
Chan Man is in the house. And as previously mentioned, the Mully man, Mike Mullis is here. What's up, Mully?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Molly.
Hey, pal.
How are we?
Good. Listen, man, can you imagine being a suitor coming calling on Kayla Hudson when Greg Hudson's the dad?
Yeah, that's...
Can you imagine the level of fear that cat could put in a kid? So he decided. And I'm sure he had a great time with it every chance he got. But
yeah.
Could you imagine? I mean, yeah.
We'll ask her about that.
That dude casts a shadow now. I mean, you know.
Well, Shirley is now good friends with him to the point where they text each other, and I think she's still afraid. Are you still afraid of Greg Hudson?
Not as much as I was in the past, because in
Shirley
the past I would make you text him.
And Greg Hudson found that out and was like, Shirley, you text me. Don't you let Smokey over here text me.
He said, you text me or no Paige Becker's tickets. Yeah. And I'm like, dang it.
There you go. We'll check in with the Hutter. He's out of town. We'll talk to him coming up later in the week. I want to start here, Mully. Ethan Norby,
USA,
Captain America, tossed 2 scoreless innings today in Japan for Team USA. He looks good in the red, gray, and blue.
Right.
But yeah, it looks good in those unis. Mully, in all your, baseball life, coming up, any experience with Team USA?
No, none at all. I mean, I've had guys that played for, Team USA, obviously, I've been involved with them, but no, not me personally. What an honor that would be. And at one point in my career, something I was really interested in, there was some ties there that may have made it an outside chance to be involved with one of the younger groups, but never really pursued it. It's a commitment. I mean, it's a big-time commitment from the coaches and all, but, man, it'd be an awesome thing. But, yeah, cool for Norby and end up winning that game? I think I saw I
have not seen a final.
I thought I saw we posted 6-1 loss.
I thought it was 6-1 loss to at some point. Yeah.
That is correct.
So Norby with a good outing, but it just didn't work out.
What's going on with American baseball? That's what we're going to talk about today.
I'm assuming they're playing Japan. Japan baseball pretty good.
Did we lose to Japan in football too that one time?
Oh, just
flag football, or maybe it was.
It
wasn't the NFL guys.
They were tackling.
It wasn't the NFL guys.
We've got a problem.
It doesn't count.
We got a problem.
Well, you got to think the Japanese flag football team's probably fairly well disciplined and is not going to, make mistakes that burn themselves. I would think the Americans will be a little more athletic, but maybe a little more free flowing, if you will.
They wear flags over their eyes. They play blind and still somehow know where the guys are.
They use the force.
But congratulations to Ethan Norby on a great performance.
Mully, I'll ask, how are players like Ethan Norby selected to this team, and who are the people that are, I guess, making the selection?
Well, I mean, obviously, when your head coach is Cliff Godwin and his affiliation with Team USA and over the years, I mean, that's a huge help. But, I mean, they evaluate players to kind of pick and choose who they want. And then, again, if somebody goes to bat for you, it's going to be a big deal. So, like with the lower levels, they'll – and no different than the Norby situation. They brought them down, have trials, and, maybe they bring in – 40 or 50 guys and whittle it down to about half that. So, there is a process. And you got to remember, man, they're not going to roll Norby out, hadn't pitched in a while. They, roll him out for 2 innings. That's plenty, regardless of the outcome of the game. This is kind of, let's get reclimatized, get back in the flow of being in, competitive gameplay. So, but what a cool thing. And, East Carolina's had a long history now, and especially under Cliff Godwin of getting guys, to Team USA and having great success there.
On to our tweet of the day. This one involving college football comes to us from the Big 12 Conference. They tweeted out a picture of the commissioner, Brett Yormark, and a quote from him that says, "We do not need a professional model. We are college football. We must act like it. There is nothing in sports like college football. We must protect what makes it special." He says this in front of a Microsoft Copilot banner, and in the tweet, the Big 12 tags Microsoft Copilot, which seems very professional, advertised,
branded,
and just quite hilarious as to what this guy is saying and the message that is being portrayed. I found that very funny.
Yeah, well, I mean, corporate football.
Just embrace it. Why you gotta be like, look, we want guys that just want to play for the love of the game. And I love this Microsoft Copilot. Look, embrace what we are.
Product placement.
Yeah. Wayne's World.
There you go.
Little, yellow, different.
That's awesome. It was the same thing. What was the Ricky Bobby? They were pretty heavy at the dinner table with the KFC and all the Mountain Dew and so.
Yeah.
And I'm contractually obligated to mention their new flavor of Powerade coming out soon. And every blessing.
Yeah. And look, if you want to put a big fat sponsorship on Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, I'm sure they'd listen to you.
I mean, if they would have put one on Clip's shirt, room to talk.
I have many shirts that do have something on it, including that Pirate Radio logo.
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, we'll get our New Blue Pirate Report coming up a little later on. Chandler, we'll be introducing the Dog of the Day.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the Doghouse Tavern in Ayden. And we're going to do this on Thursdays, and we'll debut it 2 days from now. But are you looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Why not the Doghouse Tavern, Ayden's veteran-owned gym on 2nd Street?
Absolutely. Right there in Ayden on 2nd Street. Great bar food. Awesome events going on throughout the week. Awesome live music on the weekends. So get on down to Ayden. Go see the people at the Doghouse Tavern. And thank you for your sponsorship of the Dog of the Day coming up on Thursday.
And, we're good.
I think I missed something. Did you say something about a gym?
Yes.
Like
GEM.
A hidden gym.
Okay, hidden gym. I was like, oh, man, now look, this is nouveau riche, right?
There's probably a guy named Jim there.
I'm saying
have some wings, do some barbells.
Have a couple beers.
I had to change it in the commercial.
I'm like,
did we just think of a new idea?
Like, we're on to something here. Yeah. This is truly ordinary Joe's. This is like, we can take this.
We can play dodgeball.
We can take this thing grassroots. I mean, a hot dog and a chest flex. I mean, what is there a better combination? Yeah, I was like, wow, okay, that's getting outside the box.
It's my kind of spot. And you're saying, hey, there's only baseball going on or WNBA. Well, who's going to be your dog? Well, how about futures? And I'm not just saying this because Mully's here, but one that I'm eyeballing is the Green Bay Packers plus 260 to win the NFC North.
Hey.
They are a dog because the favorites, of course, are the Detroit Lions.
I'm looking at a winner in the AFC North.
Before you move to that, what are the? I heard something about the Bears the other day. What are their numbers?
I think I heard what you heard. They're plus 450 to win the division. Did you hear a guy that was going crazy about that?
Why? Yeah.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah.
And he was like, "This should be plus 800. Why are they? Why would you bet on the Bears?"
It actually, as he's saying it, initially I'm like, you kind of hear it, and then I'm like, you know what? He's kind of got a point. I mean, that's not a cakewalk there. I mean, but. Yeah.
We are really, or I say they're banking on, I guess, a big second year from Caleb Williams. They got the new offensive-minded coach. So,
right, I mean, and we've seen that fail plenty of times.
Yeah, I think in there an acclimation period there that's got to happen anyway. That's probably half the season. Anyway, I don't know. Go ahead, John.
And they're in a tough division.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say the Vikings are interesting too because of J.J. McCarthy. We're going to see him for the first time.
I know. I'm not ready to go crazy on that like a lot of folks are.
But if you got Dennis Allen on your coaching staff, I'm out.
All right. So he's your Rob Ryan? Like Rob Ryan to me, if he's on your staff, which USC, we're taking the under.
Great communicator.
Do you know Kalooks?
I had a van in 15 minutes.
So where are you, Mully, on the Lions? Did them losing in the NFC Championship last year, was that their peak? Will they get,
what? I feel like the Lions are kind of like the Baltimore Orioles. Like they got us all excited, and it was kind of cool to watch, and then it's like
they're not going to be that.
Maybe not that bad that immediately, but neither were the Orioles.
Yeah. So you think they might have peaked?
I think they may have peaked. I think they may have gotten all out of what they had. Look, man, Dan Campbell can't do but so much so often. You know, how many tears can he cry? How many? What else can the cat do?
Yeah.
And he gets them to knocking on heaven's door, and they just can't get in.
Knocking on heaven's door. So, yeah, we'll have our dog of the day, but I'm eyeballing that green and gold team in the NFC North. Jared said he's looking in the AFC North, and that team he's looking at is the Cincinnati Bengals.
Absolutely not. It is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Whoa!
Yeah.
You hate Mike Tomlin and the Steelers.
Yeah, and now, look, I have said over the last week in private conversations that what the moves they've made, that'd win them a Super Bowl 7 years ago. But I really think that just adding all these pieces that they can go on a run. Jonnu Smith is going to go off on this in this offense. Aaron Rodgers is going to add a little bit of stability to that quarterback room that has been treacherous.
Oh my God! Seriously?
I really think so.
He's going to add stability through age only. The dude is the most unstable 41.
But I mean, you get it with Mike Tomlin. I feel like that can.
I think Mike Tomlin ain't going to put up with a whole lot of it. I don't think Aaron Rodgers ends up being your quarterback about a third of the way in.
All right.
By the way, you can't be having private conversations. You have to have every conversation on the air
for a week.
so we know what you're thinking.
We were off for a whole week.
You should have called me. Text me. Let me know.
Excuse me.
No more private conversations, guys. Everything's in public.
J-Bone, I can't believe you're going in on the Steelers.
I can't either.
Me neither.
Based on
nobody can believe it.
If you had mentioned all the additions they made, although they've made some geriatric additions, and skipped Aaron Rodgers, I would be like, okay, Aaron Rodgers is at best about the 25th quarterback in the NFL
I mean,
right now.
they've won 10 games with Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett. They should win all 17 of them if that's like.
But I think Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett are willing to listen.
They brought in a stable guy in Aaron Rodgers, a stable guy in DK Metcalf.
Yeah, the stability factor is through the roof with this crowd.
And maybe that's what they need.
Yeah, it's worked for them over the years, right? Let's check in with Chat Gang real quick. Jerry says hello. Hey, Jerry.
What's up, Jerry Bear?
Hello.
Help the bear!
He can see the crowns now that he's on his laptop. Lane says the Phillies may never win again in San Francisco. I don't care. Baseball is over for me. Those bad Orioles we talked about, Mully, swept the Braves.
I know. I'm sorry.
And they are dead. D-E-D, dead. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Jerry says, what does Mully think about the crowns? I'm not even going to explain that to Mully. He doesn't care. PJ says, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, hey, hey.
Jamie has an ECU baseball question for Mully. Can you hang out one more second?
Sure.
We'll get to that after the break. Chad says, bang, bang, chat gang.
Bang, bang.
Jamie says, Jonnu Smith.
He had 8 touchdowns last year and led the Dolphins in receiving.
Yeah. He's like Arthur Smith's best friend.
In fact, they might be related.
Maybe.
Those Smith boys?
The old Smith boys.
You see the resemblance?
That's my brother. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll see if Mully watched any movies over the break. We had a big movie discussion yesterday. We'll get his thoughts on the Jurassic Park franchise. And got an ECU baseball question for the Mully man. You can get yours in if you got one. And we're back with you after this 4-minute timeout.
Wings Over Greenville just spice things up with the all-new chili lime flavor. It's a burst of lime with a kick of heat. Download the Wings Over app, enjoy the Frequent Flyer Club, earn points, unlock exclusive deals, and redeem for free food. Save your go-to orders, order ahead, and skip the line. First-time app user? Get free tenders just for signing up. And when you order delivery through the app, you skip the middleman. No extra fees from third-party apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. And don't forget, use the promo code PIRATE25 for 10% off your meal. So fly smart. Download the Wings Over app today or order now at wingsover.com. Wings Over, they deliver.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good.
So good, so good, so good.
I saved a bunch of cash.
Buy, sell, trade.
Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252 531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Pirate Radio, we are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Overtime Tavern is located at 1011 South Charles Boulevard, right across the street from Sheetz, and it's your go-to for all the game day action. Come hungry and leave happy with some Philly cheesesteaks, glizzies, juicy burgers, and wings that bring the heat. Ice cold drinks, they've got those too. Open daily till midnight, and every Wednesday night you can join Clip Brock for sports trivia and test your game day knowledge. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern. And Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They are open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart filling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Oh, man. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live.
With Michael Mullis.
That was a fun break. You got a lot accomplished there.
Absolutely nothing.
All right.
Strike up conversation.
ECU baseball question from Jamie DeMully, as we do every Tuesday. Now that the portal is closed, what is Mully's initial thoughts about the upcoming Pirate baseball team?
You know what? I don't have an opinion other than what I've kind of looked at, and I've looked at numbers as guys have signed and committed. But talking with some of the staff over there, man, obviously they're very excited about it and feel like they have done an amazing job of addressing needs. And I think the big question still looms from a pitching staff standpoint of what do you get out of Antolik and Towers if those guys come back, and then you add these.
But man, they added some volume.
7 pieces, yeah. You know, and it's interesting, like the left-hander from Tennessee. It sounds good, you know. He's from Tennessee, whatever. But if you look at the numbers, not exactly jump off the page numbers, but 6'5" left-hander that throws with some velocity. You got to like what he can potentially bring to the table. So I'm more curious, and philosophically, I have a thought that I think guys that are going up in a level have a tendency to be more helpful than the guys that are quote unquote coming down in a level.
I would love to do the research on that, Mully, or actually have somebody do that research for me.
The problem Clip is so skewed at the top of college baseball. So
I just mean for ECU.
Yeah, I think that's where it would be very, very interesting.
I tell you what I'm excited about, Mully, because I don't know any of these newcomers, but I know what ECU's bringing back, and I thought they did a pretty damn good job of bringing back some big players.
Yeah, I don't know how many bigs it is, but I think there's certainly a good core that's there.
Yeah.
You obviously like, up the middle, I think, is the question mark right now, and that's where you have to be the strongest. And a great start with having Walker Barron. And then you feel good about, Burris has a potential at either one of the middle spots. And, center field's obviously wide open. I don't know that we saw a player from last year not named Braden Burris that could potentially be the opening day starting center fielder. And that's all going to be dependent upon, again, what the middle guys do. So if this, middle infielder from USF ends up being the real deal, he goes to one of those spots, does it free Burris up to go back out in center field? Burris played a good center field. I think Peltier's a competent, serviceable center fielder that will only get better. He's having a great summer. But I think if Peltier can play left field, I don't know where that puts Braxton Trammell. There's all these things sound like challenges, but in baseball it's a little bit differently. You like to have interchangeable parts, and I do think they have a lot of that, and puts the Pirates in a good position to be able to allow Coach Galvin to set the lineups according to matchups and different things.
Mully, you have a lot of time to research between now and February, but we'll talk to Jared Kalmus, who covers UTSA athletics, and we'll talk football with him and a very little baseball coming up tomorrow. But they ran the league this year. If you were to handicap the American for 2026, 6. Would you have ECU as the preseason favorite?
No, I mean you got to go with the one that did it. And here's the other factor there, Clip. 800,000. I mean that's what Hallmark openly said. That's what they spent in NIL. 800,000, almost $1 million. So that as long as they outspend, you would think it would at least put them in the conversation. And you know what it is? It's proof positive that facilities are far less important than they've ever been when you throw around a little bit of cash money. And so I don't know exactly where East Carolina baseball will be this year on that pecking order, but the bar has been set at 800,000. I remember, a handful of years ago where John Gilbert's addressing the media and everybody and says that 800,000 roughly, it was pretty close to that number, was the number it took for football. And now we see just like the loaf of bread has gotten more expensive.
Well, I've heard some pretty big numbers for ECU baseball and
there's some
a pitcher in particular.
Yeah, there's some big numbers that are out there, and none of us know. I mean, it's not disclosed to anybody, and quite frankly, I don't think it's fair for any of us to speculate, as to what that is. It's not fair to anybody, but yeah, I think that the program has certainly made an investment in the talent. I don't think there's any question about that. But there's a far cry between, in baseball, if you spend, 300,000 or say 500,000 and getting up to almost $1 million mark, that's a pretty significant divide when you're not paying players at the level you're paying football and basketball players typically.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. Chad said, sorry I missed the movie conversation. He watched Sinners over the weekend, said it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it as well. Mully also watched the new Jurassic Park movie. And I think I hold it to the first movie standard, so I don't think I'm ever going to like another Jurassic Park movie because the first one was so good. But do you watch anything over the break?
Yes. In the sequel category, Netflix, The Old Guard with Charlize Theron.
I've seen the promo.
The first one I thought was really good.
Okay.
It was good. The second one was as bad as the first one was good. It truly was. Like, matter of fact, my wife and I watched it. We cut it off, and we're like, I almost feel like we need to watch it again because it can't be as bad as like we think it was in the moment. But yeah,
I've heard a lot of people did that. I am not a Star Wars guy, but I guess when one of the episode 1 or whatever, one of those movies came out, I'd heard multiple people say like they went and saw it twice or 3 times because they were like, nah, it can't be as bad as I think it is. And it was.
I can see I did grow up dead in the heart of the Star Wars there, and my sons love it. I mean, we'll watch it now, but it's it just, there were so many efforts made in those movies to be so like PC and different things that it was like, just kind of stay true to the core, if we can. But the originals were maybe a little grungier. I don't know if that's the right term, or grittier maybe. But anyway, yeah, the sequel prequel thing is an ongoing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't think of many follow-ups that were really held the standard to the first one.
You're a movie guy, Jarrett, Shirley. What sequel's better than the original?
I mean, you really just go to kids' movies.
Some would say Godfather, I guess.
I've never seen the Godfather movies.
That's amazing, now, dude. And Godfather 2 was like The Godfather was, but those movies didn't disappoint you with the franchise.
Right.
I would say Terminator 2.
Yeah. Okay. Because that is looked upon as
because Arnold had more lines and it was.
How about Rocky? The Rocky franchise.
I think the nature the script of the movies never changed, like the you know what I mean? But
just the antagonist, basically.
But everybody wants to watch a movie that at the end you want to do push-ups.
Yeah.
And and so it spilled right over into Creed. We knew exactly what was going to happen with Creed, right? But we were going to get pumped when they play the music, and it's the whole thing.
Trunks.
Yeah, it's the whole thing.
I don't know if it's so much that it's better than the first one, but like Top Gun Maverick, I thought was just as
liked
good
it, but it's
as
not
the
as good
first
as the
one.
first. Yeah.
I liked
You
the
didn't like
first
it?
one. I loved the first one.
Yeah,
But I liked Maverick. I liked Maverick too because I felt like it was a continuation of the story. It didn't try to do anything other than that. And the action sequences were just as cool.
Yeah, Maverick 2 is not a standalone though. You have to watch Top Gun to get the inferences in the second one. But I thought it was okay. I mean, it was okay, but I thought Top Gun was freaking awesome. I mean, it was a great movie at the time.
Well, I mean, it was one of the reasons I wanted to go into the military was after watching Top Gun.
That proves my point. Oh, those movies are just propaganda. I hate those movies so much. I hate them so much.
Sign up today. You said kids movies like Toy Story. I think those.
I think of like The Incredibles.
Yeah,
but I mean, yes,
those are
down
good.
the same line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I did like The Incredibles and these sequels.
Movies with Mully, a new segment here on Tuesdays on Pirate Radio Live as we break through the summer doldrums. Got All-Star Weekend Home Run Derby coming up next week, Mully.
Man, I tell you what, everybody's so excited about watching the catcher Kyle Riley.
Oh yeah, big dumper.
You know what? So his dad Todd was the coach at Western Carolina. That was at Tennessee. So I got a chance to work camp with Coach Riley, which is he's going to be throwing BP to his son.
Awesome.
Very similar. I mean, like you look at him and you go, man, there's no question whose kid that is. But he. I remember Cal as just a little fella running around, and it was at West Carteret High School of all places, which is they used to have a big camp down there. We went down, and anyway, it's just kind of cool to see that local tie when you.
That is, I never heard that.
If you pull up Cal Riley, like his bio and all, I did it just out of curiosity. Wonder where they listed him as being born, because a little bit of a transient lifestyle there. And it's Cullowhee, North Carolina.
Okay.
So, yeah, kind of cool. So that's a good tie. I like watching him hit But, the Home Run Derby, look, the best thing about the All-Star break or the All-Star festivities this year is no crappy uniforms. Everybody's wearing their home or away.
Okay. Love that.
Yeah, because,
Love that.
Man, they have jumped the shark with those unis. It's like, man, what are we doing? And I was just waiting for us to play, the new trend in summer ball is the cosmic baseball thing, with the fluorescent stuff, whatever. I was just waiting for the All-Star game the last 3 games are going to be the cosmic, but
banana ball or something.
Well, not yeah. Well, yeah, that would be a tough sell to probably the big leaguers, but I don't know. Maybe it's kind of borderline that anyway. But I tell you what, it's amazing too, man. You flip ESPN on a Saturday, man. You got a banana ball game.
Yeah. They are they're dominating. Take the American League because Brian Snicker will be on the National League staff. That's a bet against him.
Clayton McCullough.
Well, hold on, Clayton. I was going to say Clayton McCullough in the National League
Marlins stink too.
Right.
I hate baseball.
I tell you what, you might want to jump on the Marlins bandwagon as a Braves fan right now.
Yeah, they are trending in the right direction as opposed to Atlanta. But yeah, it'd be cool to have Clayton in the dugout, Dave Roberts, and Snicker.
I'm rooting for Nationals James Wood in the Home Run Derby.
Yeah, might be a good pick. And those young guys like to show out in it, so
yeah,
I like that.
And then I'm excited about Mackenzie Gore going to be a part of the All-Star game too.
Yeah, it's interesting with the Home Run Derby when guys have to create a little more loft or do something different in their swing, but you have these guys now, man, and that's just what they do, and they flip balls out of the ballpark, and Cal Riley with 35 to this point in the season, or maybe it might be 36, but he, he's had, I don't know, half a dozen multi-home run games this year, something like that. So, I don't know. But Wood is a good call. I mean, it should be fun. I always look forward to the Home Run Derby, and when it's over, I always go, man,
why I waste my time?
Well, yeah, and it goes back to, a few years back, we had a couple good ones, but the way the scoring was set up, the excitement of it didn't match what the scores were. So, we'll see.
What is the most overrated stat in sports?
Batting average.
I was going to go with
wins and losses for pitchers.
Yeah.
I would say quarterback wins if we're going football.
Well, I'll tell you what, pull up Paul Skeens.
That's what I'm doing as we speak.
It is a joke.
First let me say, has a 1.94 ERA. He has 4 wins this year, 4-7. I read today, Mully, I think 96 pitchers in Major League Baseball have more wins than Paul Skeens.
Right.
And he has been phenomenal.
No, he's the best in the game right now. we'll see if Ohtani gets back to that.
And to a much, much lesser degree, I know, but Gavin Williams has had some of these issues as well. Cleveland gives him 0 run support. And Mackenzie Gore has been hurt by it this year, too.
There have historically been guys throughout the entirety of the history that just cannot get run support. And you're like, man, if they got run support, they go undefeated forever. But it just seems to happen. You're also naming teams. I mean, the Nationals aren't necessarily supporting anybody at a real high level, and the Guardians are kind of right there too. Yeah. So it's not like they're being picked on. It's just that they're on bad teams. And the Pirates, same thing can be said there.
And then Gavin, what was the stat that Shirley gave us yesterday? Was it 6 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, no runs,
no runs,
one hit, and he lost, and his team lost.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable.
So is this Paul Skeen's last season in Pittsburgh, right?
I had this conversation. It was a private conversation, but I'll share it with you now.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, somebody was talking about, and I'm like, listen, I don't think the Pirates. I mean, is it just inevitable that he ends up with either the Dodgers,
Yankees?
Yankees.
I mean, the Pirates have been a feeder system for the Yankees.
Yeah,
for a while now.
I mean, are the Mets a possibility? Maybe. I mean, but it's going to be somebody that's willing to overpay for them, and that team will not be the Pittsburgh Pirates. So they got the advantage of being part of his Hall of Fame story at the end of his career as the first team that the team that drafted him, first team he played for. But I think that's probably about where this thing ends.
I wonder what the record is for most games involved in a shutout is. It's probably more than 6, but the Pirates swept the Cardinals, won 7-0, 1-0, 5-0, then went out to Seattle, lost 6-0, 1-0, 1-0, 6 straight shutouts, and then they scored 3 in a loss to the Royals last night. So they are just not putting up any runs. All right, Mully, man. What you doing? Anything baseball related?
Yeah, there's a lot of all-star baseball going on right now. So saw an epic comeback yesterday, and they all run together. I don't know if it's the 14s, the 15s, the 16s, but over at Guy Smith, one of the teams was down 7 runs in the 7th to come back and win by a run in the 8th. So, but yeah, a lot of all-star baseball going on.
They were over there playing in the AM this morning when I rode by.
Getting it in. So, I mean, the rain kind of disrupted a little bit over the weekend. So, I know the Cal Ripken crowd is over in Chocowinity. They're playing over there. The Brandon Manning led winner of All-Stars. So, anyway, it's still a lot going on, and we've got a lot of kids from the high school that are out making their way in summer ball, and try to stay in touch with them and keep everybody healthy and happy and moving forward.
You may have mentioned this. Tar Heel or North State beat Tar Heel, correct, to move on? Or
man, you're putting me on the spot. I honestly cannot keep up with. And there's so many teams that have so much success coming out of Greenville that it's like, man, it's a full-time job just to keep track of who's advancing. You almost assume everybody advances because it just seems like everybody wins that comes out of this area.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Enjoyed it, Mully.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap up hour number 1. Big hour 2 on tap. Coach EB from ECU Women's Soccer, Kayla Hudson. Bryce Williams coming up hour 3. A lot more show to go. Back with you after this.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
In Pitt County, everyone's a college student. At every age, at every stage of life, from every part of the county. They're parents and police officers. They're nurses who work nights. They're hairstylists and handymen. They come from every walk of life. And they're all getting ahead without taking on loads of debt. Continuing education at Pitt Community College, where everyone's a college student.
The Hackney in downtown Washington is where local flavor meets world-class dining. This James Beard-nominated farm-to-table restaurant and cocktail bar serves up a fresh, seasonal 3-course dinner every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. Just $48. Add wine pairings for only $20 more. Enjoy the best of local North Carolina seafood and produce sourced daily from nearby fishermen and farms. The menu changes daily. Check it out on Facebook. Make your reservation online or call 623-2368. The Hackney, London on the Pamlico.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more. Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Greenville is the place to find your next pre-owned vehicle. From high-end SUVs to trucks to cars, starting at just $99.95. There's no better place to find quality pre-owned trucks and SUVs than East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Pre-owned inventory with a factory-certified 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty.
Go to ecauto.com.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cockerell in Greenville. Come see us!
Your quality pre-owned selection is at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Wow, you've been looking way more rested lately. What changed?
I finally got a new mattress from Mattress by Appointment in Washington.
Oh yeah? I thought that stuff was crazy expensive.
That's the thing. I got mine for like 60% off what you pay in a store. They do up to 80% off retail prices on big name brands like Diamond Mattress, Brooklyn Bedding, and Tempur Sealy.
Seriously? How?
It's all appointment based, so no pushy salespeople, just one-on-one help. I even took it home the same day, and I only put $1 down.
Okay, I need that info. Where do I go?
Easy. Just hit up mattressbyappointment.com and book a time. Trust me, you'll sleep like a legend.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches from Jimmy John's. Hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
Yo ho ho and a bottle of...
Are you dare to walk the plank, matey?
Stop it, you're killing me.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. We'll take you to the edge. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Ortho East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Coming up, Hour 2. New ECU head soccer coach Emily Buccilla will join us. Also, Kayla Hudson, who is the director of recruiting at Texas A&M, daughter of Coach Greg Hudson, who joins us every week on the show. But Kayla, former ECU cheerleader, is in town, so we'll talk to her coming up in hour number 2. And Bryce Williams, former Pirate tight end, joins us in hour number 3. I mentioned, I guess, top ECU-related story of the day, Ethan Norby pitching 2 shutout innings for Team USA in a loss to Japan, and that is in Japan. But great experience and great performance by the Pirate lefty. Also, we have a Pirate football player who has called it quits in the pros. Our buddy Garrett McGinn.
One of my favorites.
G-Mac. Got to get up with him, and we'll get him on the show to talk about it. But he has played in the UFL, the USFL, played in the NFL, I believe.
Started a game for the Carolina Panthers.
For the Panthers, was with the Bills a little bit. And, has dealt with injuries and dealt with trying to kind of make it from the bottom. But Garrett McGinn, I mean, he was on some bad ECU football teams. And every time his name comes up, I say this, so apologize if you've heard it before. But he was kind of the mouthpiece of the team. He was the team leader. He kept everybody together. He was the one that had to speak to the media after the tough losses and the few good wins. He got to grin and show that personality. But, man, he was just a great Pirate, the way he handled everything. And we'll always be big fans of Garrett McGinn. He was an all-star in the USFL 2022, XFL champion. So congratulations on a great football career.
Yeah. I remember as an intern going out to football practice, and anytime I saw Garrett McGinn walk up to the media scrum, I was always excited to hear what he had to say, despite the struggle that East Carolina football was going through at that time. And I remember, I wish I could pull it up somewhere, but when East Carolina played NC State in Raleigh for a makeup game, Mose last year, he actually had been fired. David Blackwell was the interim head coach. ECU gets throttled in that game. We did make a field goal at the last second.
Nailed it
by Jake Verity to continue that streak of not being shut out. But Garrett McGinn, of course, was the guy, and he was a senior at the time, but they were the ones that the media talked to. And I want to go back and hear what he said, because I feel like his message to the Pirate Nation going forward, he was like, yeah, I'm not going to be here, but for you fans, stick around with this team, stick around with this program. And he's always fun when we have him on here on Pirate Radio too.
Yeah, we'll get him on to talk about his career at some point this summer. Johnny Stats, hadn't heard from Johnny Stats in a while. Johnny Robertson says the Pitt County girls play Rowan County. Rowan?
I think it's Rowan.
At 6 o'clock, winner goes to the Little League Softball World Series, which will be right here in Greenville, North Carolina. I feel like Rowan is always involved in the Softball World Series. They have some good teams. So good luck to Pitt County coming up today. All right, other things on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by DeBuck. I'm done with baseball, so I don't have anything to talk about.
What's going on in Wimbledon? I hear that's going on.
Where is that?
Carlos Alcaraz, a winner today, Jarrett.
Oh.
Also, this guy's game wasn't on the Fritz because Taylor Fritz was a winner today, American.
Hey, there we go.
USA.
One issue I have with Wimbledon is pronouncing the names. Got to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about what happened earlier today.
Sabalenka.
Yeah, of course that would be
Arena
Sabalenka knocking off Laura Siegman 4-6, 6-2, 6-4, and then Amanda Anisimova beat Anastasia Pavlyuchova. Anesthesia, Chandler?
Anesthesia?
You're going anesthesia?
Fantasia?
6-1, 7-6 the scores there. I'm glad you asked what's going on in Wimbledon.
Well, I'm like you. I'm sick and tired of baseball. Baseball ended for me when LSU won the title. So
that was it?
Yeah.
You still got your White Sox over bet.
Yeah, but I don't care. It was $5, and I'm done with the White Sox. I mean, couldn't win a game against the Rockies, so.
All right, Chandler, you're done too with baseball, right?
I'm done. And it stinks because it seemed like there for a while that the Nats maybe could climb into a spot to maybe make a push. And I think we went on a 4-game win streak, and then next thing I know, we lost 9 in a row. Next thing I know, our head coach is gone. Next thing I know, our GM is gone. So the Nationals are done for the year. But I am excited about the future and the difference in head coach and GM. But as of the 2025 season,
I am done with baseball.
Also, there's football this month, so.
Before we move to that, should we be a good crew and support system for our coworker Shirley and rally around and just root for the Red Sox?
And for Zach.
No, not Zach. Not for Zach.
You could have thrown out
You know
Danny.
what? Nope, I'm not doing it. You shouldn't have mentioned that. Not for Zach.
Zach, man,
Zach.
Zach was locked into some Red Sox baseball last night at trivia.
They're playing like the Rockies, right?
Oh, yeah.
Done and dusted.
I can't root for the. I'm sorry, Shirley. I was going to try to get Jared and Chandler on board.
I'm sorry, Shirley, for bringing up Zach Kaplan that ruined this. Zach's not even here, didn't even say anything, and he ruined this idea that we had.
Yep, not going to pull for the Red Sox. They are right now 6.5 back of the. Who's leading the AL East, Jared?
Let's see. There's the Yankees in there. The Red Sox are in there. I'll go Yankees.
How about Jeff Hoffman and the
I was gonna say it was the Blue Jays.
I did not know
Yeah,
they
because
were
they have a
even in that
better
division.
record than the Yankees.
They are 3.5 up on the Bombers.
Wow.
And Jeff Hoffman having a good year. Where is Jeff Hoffman when it comes to saves?
He has 22.
Wow.
And that puts him number fourth in all of baseball with 22 saves.
He's top 5.
He top 5.
Oh, yeah.
He top 5, that's for sure. So congratulations to the former Pirate. So we don't have a Pirate in the All-Star game this year? Hoffman made it, last year? 2
Yeah,
years ago?
he made it last year. No Pirate
Don't
that
say
played
Mackenzie
here.
Gore.
I'm not.
Okay. We're not going to do the Mike Trout thing.
But we will have 2 former Pirates in the Futures All-Star game.
Yeah.
That's going to be taking place this Saturday at 4
Shirley.
o'clock. So we do have 2 former Pirates.
A
on the
righty
way.
and a lefty?
Yep.
Treya Savage and
Carson Wisenhunt
Yes, sir.
will be the former Pirates. And when is that game?
It's at 4 o'clock on Saturday at Truist Park.
All right. Beautiful Truist Park. Brian Snicker, still the manager with the Atlanta
Where's
Braves.
Treya Savage at?
He is New Hampshire. He's in AA ball. He's pitching for
Okay.
the New Hampshire Fisher Cats.
You ever been to New Hampshire, Chandler?
No, I
I
haven't.
hear it's beautiful this time of year.
I want to see the celebrity softball game that they have that they play
I don't.
prior.
Oh, do we have a lineup for that? I like
Yes.
doing these celebrity.
We did it with NBA.
Javi Lopez is the manager
Hold
for
on.
one team.
Calm down.
And I forget who the manager is.
Okay, I'm
for
looking
the
it
other
up.
team. All right,
Relax.
fine. Look it up.
Everybody
Oh.
relax.
Let's argue
Hey,
about
Everybody
everything.
calm down. Everybody
Don't
calm
get-
down.
First of all, don't get your boxers in a bunch over here.
I just want to see how many people we recognize because we did this with the NBA All-Star Game and recognized nobody.
2 wrestlers for me. That was about
Oh, no.
it.
You're going to recognize these folks.
All right, MLB All-Star Celebrity Softball Game. Capital One Bank guy. What is that?
Oh, he's
Hey,
in that
it's a-
commercial with
yeah.
Derek Jeter for Capital One Bank.
All right.
What's in your
doesn't
wallet?
even say his name. It's Capital One Bank guy.
Yeah.
He's not a celebrity.
Former Kinston Indian, CC Sabathia.
Okay, everybody knows who that is.
No, you can't get former baseball players in these things. It's like Baron Davis being in the NBA Celebrity All-Star
I'm
game.
happy I know somebody.
It's possible he's pitching.
Drewski.
Yeah.
I do know who that is.
Drewski.
Tired of that guy.
It says he's an actor, but I don't know if that's the case.
Eladio Carrion.
No idea who that is.
7-time Latin Grammy nominated rapper. Dude ain't even won. Dude ain't even won a Grammy.
Get out of here.
Oh,
with
he's
that.
nominated 7
Nominated.
times.
Ellie Duncan.
I
I've
know
seen
that
her.
saying. I've heard that name.
Oh,
yeah.
ESPN.
I recognize
Not
her.
a celebrity.
Not the name.
Funny Marco.
Who the heck is that?
Never heard of Funny Marco.
Okay.
Comedian and social media personality.
Okay.
Jake Story Alley? John Boy. He's one of the John Boy people.
Oh.
The baseball. Yeah. Jenny Finch. I know Jenny Finch.
yes.
She plays every year.
What is
Yep,
she?
she's
in?
a pitcher.
Former Arizona Wildcat, I believe.
You are correct. Former Olympian.
Jerry Lorenzo, founder of Fear of God.
I fear God, homie.
Jerry Lorenzo. I don't know who that is. Jordan Childs, 2-time Olympian and gold medalist. I've heard of her.
Oh, is she a gymnast?
Oh, Candy Burris, Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if I'm not mistaken, Shirley, she was in a music group in the 90s. Candy Burris.
Was it? It wasn't SWV. No, it wasn't SWV.
Candy Burris. Escape.
Escape. Yes.
Just kicking it.
With T.I.'s girl.
Candy Burris. All right, I'm fired up now. I'm watching for Candy Burris. Maria Taylor.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, NBC Sports.
Okay.
Maria the Scientist, who, by the way, is not a scientist. She is an Atlanta-based singer and songwriter. That name is a little deceiving.
Trust the science.
And also, not a Taylor.
That's Maria Taylor. This is it could be Mariah. Mariah the Scientist.
Oh,
I apologize. Also not Mariah Carey.
I was so proud of that joke, too.
I know,
man.
that was pretty good.
I worked hard for that one.
Michael Kelly from House of Cards, who is a big Braves fan.
Okay.
Mike Towers, another Latin Grammy-nominated singer, hasn't won. Natasha Watley, USA softball Olympian. Nikki Cass.
I know him.
I do not.
From TikTok.
Prince Royce, 15-time Latin Grammy-nominated singer. Can we get a winner? Quavo.
Yeah.
Quavo.
From Migos.
Oh, yeah. You eat his
Quavo.
you eat his chips.
Oh, I love
yes,
chips.
you do.
Snacks.
Ronnie DeVoe, Shirley from Belle Biv DeVoe.
Okay. All right.
They're tickling my 90s R&B bone.
I got a little poison going on, a little BBD.
Storm Reed from The Last of Us and Euphoria.
I love me some me.
T.O. Terrell Owens.
Oh, okay.
Give me the damn ball.
That's my picture.
Wizen, two-time Latin Grammy winning rapper and singer. We finally got a winner in here. Young Miko,
who I went to go see last summer in concert. That was the one that me and Joey were supposed to go see.
All right. And the two managers, Jermaine Dupri and Javi Lopez. I love Javi Lopez, former Brave. All right, there's your lineup.
Young Miko, former national team member, soccer player for Puerto Rico.
I would rather see a concert with Ronnie DeVoe and Candy Burris than this softball game. Take a break.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least I know more people in this than I did in the NBA celebrity game.
But see, here's my thing. If they're going to do a celebrity, why can't we just do it in the format of Rock and Jock?
Bring back Rock and Jock.
Because that was so much fun. I'd rather do that. And they don't even televise this game, or do they? The celebrity softball?
Yeah, it'll be somewhere, of course.
No, they
I don't
replaced it with
remember
Banana
ever
Ball.
seeing it. Well, I watched Banana Ball.
The All-Star game's not even being televised. The Savannah Bananas have a game that night. They've been bumped.
Jerry says that's why we love Chan as the sports guy, calling a baseball manager a coach. Boy, taking it hard on my guy Chandler.
Wow.
Was that Jer Bear?
Jer Bear is going after you.
Dude,
calm
Jer
down,
Bear.
bro.
You know what? This heat's getting to you. Go have an ice cream or something.
When we return, we'll talk to the head coach of ECU women's soccer, Emily Buccilla. When we return, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
It's bow time. Bojangles is shaking up breakfast with the return of its sausage Bowberry biscuit. Savory, sizzling, country-style sausage topped with a drizzle of sweet icing, served on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit stuffed with bowberries. Just when you thought you knew where breakfast was going, Bojangles flips the script. Right now, get 2 sausage Bowberry biscuits for just $5. But hurry to Bojangles, because even though breakfast is served all day, this deal is only here for a limited time. Order yours today. It's bow time.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. For Cadillac, we got the XT5, plenty in stock, $5,000 off. For Mazda, we have the Mazda 3, 2.9%, the CX-70, $440 a month lease special, the CX-50, $339 a month with only $29.95 down. We've also got Tom Brown's favorite tagline, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation! Summer's heating up and so are we. Soak up your style when you shop at UBE, your one-stop shop for all things ECU. Whether you're hitting the beach, boating on the water, or getting ready for football season, do it in pirate style. Now this is the perfect time to shop at UBE's wide selection of hats, Yetis, apparel, and new purple and gold Shibumis. Swing on by UBE or shop at pirateware.com, where the largest selection of pirate gear is available 24 hours a day. Thank you for shopping UBE this summer, and go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. University PC Care has been Pirate Nation's go-to IT experts since 2006, and they are the local tech support experts for any of your business needs. Let University PC Care take care of it so you can take care of your business. Visit universitypccare.com to learn more today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, Clip Brock here with the head women's soccer coach at ECU, Emily Buccilla. Am I saying that correctly?
It's close. Buccilla.
Buccilla.
Yes.
Buccilla.
Yep. Buccilla. Okay. You had it.
Buccilla.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Coach Emily. Buccilla is here.
Do you have a nickname? Some coaches have a nickname.
If I do, I don't know about it. So.
Boy, Maeve said a lot of things about.
I'm sure she did.
No, we had Maeve English on, and she was like, "You need to get Coach on." I said, "Yes, we do.
Yeah.
We need to get to know you, and let's just start there. Where are you from, Coach?"
So I'm from Pickerington, Ohio, just outside of Columbus. I grew up there. Played a few sports, but soccer was definitely the one that stuck with me the longest and the one that I cared about the most. So I played collegiately at St. Bonaventure University in Western New York.
The Bonnies.
The Bonnies.
Which I've seen you wearing some Bonnies gear on Pirate Radio before.
Yeah,
So
I had a
love
weird
that.
thing. I pick kind of a random team every year,
Okay.
and man, the year I picked the Bonnies, they won the A10, went to the tournament.
Uh-huh.
It was a great ride. Lost to Florida State in the first round
Yeah.
of the men's basketball
And
tournament.
he threw that shirt away.
I did.
He threw it in the
That was the
trash.
next year when they lost in the conference tournament. Missed a free throw. Oh, it was frustrating.
Yeah, usually when I say St. Bonaventure, people are they're like, what is that? Where is that? Or they know it for basketball. So
Yeah, Adrian Wojnarowski,
mhm.
now the GM.
Yep.
And ECU will play the Bonnies in basketball.
I know.
Who you pulling for?
I don't know if I can say that.
Hey, I don't know if I can either. Go Pirates. Go Pirates.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's cool. So when did you first kick a soccer ball? How old were you think?
Could have to run that by my parents, but probably like 4 would
So
be
you-
the most. 4 or 5 would be organized soccer.
You said you played other sports. So so what else did you play like growing up?
I played basketball. I was a little bit short to play basketball and be good at it. I ran cross country and track. That was probably my next best sport, but I didn't have the same love for it as I did soccer.
When did you really start taking soccer seriously?
I always took it seriously, but after my freshman year in high school, that's when I decided to just focus on soccer. So
When did you think, man, I want to get into coaching soccer?
I don't know if it clicked for me at a specific moment, but definitely in my college career at some point. I would come back and work camps over the summer with my college coach and do some like local coaching just here and there while I was playing and things like that. And I wasn't really sure what to do after college, like a lot of college graduates from a career standpoint. And I just knew soccer was not something I was ready to give up. And the next best avenue for me, I did get injured my senior year of college. So redshirt rules are significantly different at this point than they were then.
Right.
So my career was cut shorter than anticipated, but I think that might have helped me navigate towards coaching in a way that I was forced to push that way. So that's how I kind of got connected.
So how long have you been here at ECU?
I've completed 7 seasons at ECU, so going on year 8 now.
And you never ask a lady her age, but you look very young. I don't know how I want to word this, but you seem like you have a lot of years left in coaching. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Let me get out of this. So you have the great year last year. Coach Higgins, turns out he's a yellow-bellied traitor and goes to, we like Coach Higgins. He's a great guy. But goes to NC State. What are you thinking when that happens? Like, am I going to go with him? Am I going to have to find another job? Like, or how quickly were you talked about being the head coach?
Definitely a mix of emotions. It's like bittersweet when you win a championship, and it means a lot to that group of people. And then you're forced to kind of think about other things rather than live in that moment for a little bit. But I have also been through another coaching change here at ECU before, so I was kind of faced with the same situation then. I don't feel that was the right time for me to step into the head coach role then. So it's kind of like, okay, it's a bit more realistic now. But definitely was faced with, what do I do? What's best for the program? What's best for me and everyone involved? But,
So, I guess, so you were here with Jason Hamilton. Okay.
I was here with Jason for 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Gary came in for 3.
Yeah.
So
I was just say when Coach Higgins ended up going to NC State, how long was the process from hearing that news to you being told, "Hey, we want you to be the next head coach"?
It was pretty immediate, and I was on the road recruiting at the time when it was all happening, so it was a little harder to kind of go back and forth over the phone about everything. But within the matter of about a weekend, I was like, okay, I need to work through this, and this is where my head's at, and let's move forward with it.
So that had to impress the recruits. Like, hey, by the way, I'm the head coach now.
By the way, I just got off the phone. I am now the head coach. I told you a lot earlier. I said I was the assistant coach. I'm actually the head coach now.
Okay, so what has been the, I guess, biggest challenge since taking over as head coach?
Probably 2 challenges. One being, I'm very comfortable being in a supporting role. I'm very comfortable just lifting others around me and letting them kind of lead the charge from a spotlight standpoint. So I have a responsibility now to do more of that, and I understand that. And just embracing that has been a bit of a challenge for me of this is good for me to step into that a bit more and just kind of be more in the forefront of the program, whether it's leading the charge or kind of communicating with the players, with the staff, with the community. So that's been a little bit of a change and a different role for me. But otherwise, it's more of all of the internal things I've been very used to suggesting and supporting, and now I'm deciding.
Right.
So luckily, Gary gave me a lot of autonomy to be involved in that process as an assistant. So grateful to him and kind of his leadership over the past couple of years to make me feel a lot more comfortable transitioning into that role.
Yeah, when it comes to your coaching style, who's a coach when you were growing up, or maybe it's, Little League or high school, or maybe it was Jason Hamilton or Gary Higgins. Who's a coach that you kind of take from and incorporate that in your coaching style?
Honestly, it's a little bit from everyone.
Yeah.
I feel fortunate to not have been working with the same types of people. So coaches that value different things, who saw things and communicated things differently, who had different skill sets and ways of doing things. So I feel like I've picked up a little bit of everything from everyone. I think the coach or two that I feel like really drove me to want to coach the most was a couple of my college coaches were females. I'd never really had a female coach before. And just seeing that it was possible to be in a leadership position, to be influential in someone's life, and to help support them as a female through this predominantly male dominated sport, was kind of what drove me to want to pursue coaching.
It looks like the staff is filled out. Is that okay?
Yes,
so that's
correct.
taken care of. So that's something you don't have to worry about. How about an early look at the returning roster from the conference champions? How do you feel about what you got?
I'm excited. We graduated a lot of players that had experience on the field, but also just in leadership roles. So there's a lot of opportunity for returners that have been here that might not have had that same opportunity before. And we worked through that a lot this spring to just give them both the on-field base, but also just off the field in leadership roles and things like that.
When it comes to the coaching staff, in football, football staff has the head coach, then the offensive coordinator, and defensive coordinator. Baseball has the head coach and a pitching coach and a hitting coach. When it comes to the coaches on your staff, like what's the different focuses for each coach?
We don't necessarily dictate based on positions like other sports do necessarily. The only one that's pretty specific is when it comes to your goalkeepers. So I was fortunate to go through the process and retain a couple people on staff from before that were here with me, in the fall, and then hire a couple new people. So we all do a little bit of everything when it comes to who works with what position. It's more the off the field responsibilities that we differentiate, recruiting, the busy word, the details and things like that. You
obviously have the recruiting experience, and I always like to ask coaches from every sport, like how do you tackle the wild world of recruiting when it comes to soccer? Is it high schools? Is it like club teams, travel teams? Where do you kind of find the most athletes?
Yeah, soccer is mostly club heavy when it comes to recruiting. We really would only go to a high school game or speak to high school coaches as like a secondary option. The landscape of the youth development on the club side has been great. There's a lot of opportunity for exposure. There's a lot of events and things like that that make it really possible for us to cast a wide net. Obviously, being in Eastern North Carolina, we love to recruit in-state student athletes, but we have the ability to cast our net across the country, across multiple countries as well.
Yeah. How international is this roster? Do you have any international players?
Yeah, we do. We've got a couple returning international players, and then we'll have a couple additional that will join us this fall.
Great.
So,
talking ECU women's soccer with the new head coach, Emily Buccilla.
You said it right the first time. Buccilla.
Don't second guess yourself. Do not second guess yourself.
Man, I'm sorry. I'm from Eastern North Carolina and went to public school, and one of those deals. So, Coach, we have had, in fact, Jason Hamilton, I think, is an example of this. Coaches who, even when they're done coaching, come back to Greenville to live. And you've been here a while now. So how have you embraced Greenville, Eastern North Carolina? I mean, you're pretty much a pirate at this point.
I feel like I can say I'm a Greenville native at this point. But, I mean, I really like Greenville. I enjoy that it's a small enough place that we're not in a big city, but there's plenty to do. I always tell recruits, we have everything you need. We just got a Trader Joe's, so we're fine. There's nothing else here that we don't have that you would need. Very easy to get to the beach.
They want an IKEA or something? Could we use an IKEA?
I mean, that would be a plus, but Trader Joe's is perfect.
Trader Joe's. You had those mini, what do you call them, Nutty Buddy things, the frozen, it's like the waffle cone.
Yes.
Those hit.
They
those
have
are
a
good.
lot of very good treats.
How do you like the barbecue?
Yeah.
So I like it. The vinegar-based barbecue's been an adjustment because it's not like that in the Midwest where I grew up. So
what's the base there?
I'm not sure.
Oh.
It's probably
not vinegar, I guess.
No, it's not a vinegar base. It's a bit thicker.
Yeah.
A little bit sweeter. So I like it. I'm just not as used to it.
It's an acquired taste.
Sure.
I would say. So are you obviously you're a Bonnie, but are you a Buckeye? Did you grow up a Buckeye, I guess?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm going to be devastated if they don't win a game or don't win a national championship. But yes, I'm definitely a Buckeye fan.
You weren't fire Ryan Day after they lost to Michigan or anything? Okay. Just wondering how hardcore you were.
I'm not that hardcore.
Browns fan, Cavaliers fan?
Don't care.
Indifferent.
Yeah.
I grew up a Packers fan because of my dad. So if I had to default from an NFL standpoint, that's where I'd go.
That's a good place to go.
Yeah.
They've been good our entire lives, pretty much. All right. Well, Coach, great stuff. Any message to the fans out there? This is a new responsibility. You have to have those rah-rah speeches now or whatever. But I don't know. What kind of program do you hope and expect to run here at ECU?
I think at the end of the day, I want to kind of pay it forward to the student athletes in a way that I felt I was given that opportunity as a student athlete. And I think this is a great position to help support strong females in a competitive environment. And we absolutely would love to continue to compete at the highest level and compete for conference championships. But at the end of the day, that is not what makes or breaks us as a program or defines success here. But we are welcoming Coach Higgins and the Wolfpack back on August the 17th, which is our second game. We open the season on August 14th, but the 17th will be the big game, and that's the message I would love to send to Greenville is come out and support.
What's the date on that again?
It's August 17th. It's a Sunday.
You can run, Gary, but you can't hide.
Let's go to the game clip. And
I'm already there, man. I'm there with the scallywags.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
Coach,
it.
Great to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me today.
And hope we can get you back on and maybe some players as well. We had Maeve on, and my only regret was we didn't have her on while she was playing.
Yeah.
She was awesome to talk to.
I've got plenty that would love to talk to you.
Yeah.
So
bring your best talkers.
Okay, perfect.
We like those. Appreciate you joining us today. That was fun.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we'll take a break. When we return, we'll talk to a nicer Hudson. We're used to Greg Hudson around here. We got Kayla Hudson, daughter of Greg, but more known as being the director of recruiting at Texas A&M for Mike Elko and the football program. Former ECU cheerleader. She is in town, so we'll talk about the wild world of college football recruiting and more, and find out all the secrets about Greg Hudson. When we return, Kayla Hudson joins us after this.
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
The crack of the bat. The roar of the crowd. Baseball is back in Kinston. Come cheer on your Down East Bird Dogs.
What's the Down East Bird Dogs pay?
This summer, the holidays arrive early because Beauty Bar Medi Spa is launching our first ever Christmas in July event from July 14th through July 18th. Get ready for 5 days of festive fun and fabulous deals on injectables, facials, and all your skincare faves. Glow up, glam out, and treat yourself to the gift of beauty, because who says you have to wait till December to shine? Beauty Bar Medi Spa, your destination for confidence, beauty, and the ultimate summer glow. Call now to schedule your appointment or visit beautybarmedispa.com. 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, home of the Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Want to make your day better? Order a large original crust, one-topping pizza from Papa John's for only $9.99. Take advantage of this awesome carry-out special now by logging on to papajohns.com and make today a pizza day for only $9.99. Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points from your favorite menu items. Go Pirates!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one. This is Carter Spivey, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. With Pitt Community College's continuing education programs, a small investment can help you develop the skills you need to reach your goals. You can launch a new career, such as a nursing assistant, law enforcement officer, realtor, or firefighter. You can get your CDL license or learn a skilled trade. Update your skills in social media, accounting, or human resources to get the promotion you want. Or work on some hobbies with continuing education courses in painting, sewing, and building. Visit pittcc.edu today. Pitt Community College, educating and empowering people for success. And Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. We welcome in a Hudson, but not Greg. He will join us later in the week, wherever he is in the world. But we welcome in Kayla Hudson to the program. And Kayla, once a Pirate, always a Pirate, former Pirate, former ECU cheerleader, and has worked her way up into the collegiate athletics world. And actually, breaking news to us and to you listening, no longer at Texas A&M, but we'll talk about what she's doing now. But Kayla, welcome to the show. Good to have you.
Thank you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Welcome back to Greenville,
Thank
I guess.
you.
Yeah.
It's always great being back.
So are you, do you live in College Station now?
I do, yep.
Okay.
So still in College Station. Just kind of got out of recruiting a few months ago. So middle of February, I took a new job and still kind of in the world of recruiting, but not with A&M anymore.
Okay, not with A&M. So what are you doing in the recruiting world?
So I'm working with a company who we kind of do all of the recruiting materials. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the big game day events that we put on, but all the credentials, lanyards, wristbands, all of those things, we help print and make those in-house. So
very cool.
It's cool, yeah.
That's unique. I mean, it's interesting that you were in the recruiting world and now you're doing that. So is this like a startup company? Has this been around for a while?
So they've been around for about 8 years now.
Okay.
And I have worked with them since I was at East Carolina as a graduate assistant. So they've been around. They help with, all those behind the scenes things that you don't like.
Nobody thinks about.
People is thinking about it.
Yeah. How old were you when Coach Hud was the defensive coordinator here in the mid-2000s?
We moved, so it feels like we always move around my birthday, which is May. So we moved here and I was turning 7.
Oh, wow.
Yep, so 7 years old, and then we left when I was turning 12.
Okay, and went to Tallahassee, I guess?
Yep. So how much of an impact did that stint here at East Carolina influence you to come here?
I mean, clearly it had a huge impact because I came back.
Yeah, absolutely. What was it about East Carolina?
I think one of the biggest things was the people that we were around here, the coaching staff and the coaches' kids. Those are still our best friends to this day. I knew I wanted to be a collegiate cheerleader, so I was looking at all the places that had the best game day atmosphere, and obviously East Carolina was top of my list. So
especially those days when your dad was here, because we were winning back-to-back conference championships. So that was a good time to be here in Greenville.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
So when did you take cheerleading seriously? Like this, I want to do this in college.
Oh my gosh! I mean, ever since I started, I knew it was what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be a collegiate cheerleader probably by the time I was 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah. Always watching. I think it had an impact with my dad being a coach and always seeing him on the sidelines. They get to be on the field too.
Yeah. You get good seats, right?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Did you ever do competitive cheerleading?
Yes, I did. My whole life.
That was what?
My whole life.
Oh yeah. So my cousin did it, and I remember going to what do you call it? A competition.
Like in Orlando when they got the music blaring and stuff.
But it's unbelievable, all the tricks and stuff they do and the choreography, everything that just seems so difficult. What's the preparation like for a competition?
Oh my gosh. I mean, you're working on one routine. It's a 2-minute 30-second routine that you're working on all year, which is crazy. And then it's a little different going into college because collegiate teams compete too. So we went to NCAA Nationals in Daytona every year, which ECU won Nationals a few years back.
Yeah.
You see them up in UBE now. But one of our biggest things is running. So I knew that to make the team here, you have to run what we call the loop, which is 2 miles. So my senior year of high school, I joined the cross country team and ran cross country just so I could be good enough to make the ECU cheer team.
Awesome. So we have had some cheerleaders go on. We had a Falcon. Somebody joined the Falcons. Somebody be a Hurricanes cheerleader. Did you want to do anything beyond college with it?
It's a little different. I know they're called NFL cheerleaders, but they're really the dance team.
Right.
So often you'll see the girls from collegiate dance teams going to be professional cheerleaders. Yeah.
So did you know you wanted to do something sports related?
Of course.
Is that
Always.
How much did Gregory have to do with that, and how much was that just what you wanted to do?
I think probably what had the biggest impact on me was growing up and our babysitters were always the girls from the football office. I never really knew what they were doing, what their jobs were, but I knew I wanted to be one of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
I remember my freshman year getting here and walking into the football office and just saying, "Do you guys need any help?" And everyone kind of looked at me like, "Who
Did you
are
play the "Do you know who I am" card?
No.
Do you know who my dad was?
No.
Two-time Conference USA champion defensive coordinator Greg Hudson.
No, but so I just kind of got lucky.
Yeah, that's cool. And you mentioned earlier the families with the coaches, and that really did feel like such a close coaching staff, starting at the top with Skip, but Rick Smith and Coach Rock and you got Donnie Kirkpatrick and the Hargraves, and like everybody just felt really tight, and you experienced that growing up. That's really cool. Kayla Hudson joining us. So, Kayla, what are you doing back in Greenville? Just seeing some old friends?
Yeah,
or?
I mean, I had a wedding here the other weekend, or not here, but outside of Charlotte.
Okay.
So we actually drove up from Texas, and it's been
You're here. Your dad's somewhere else.
Indiana. Yeah, we're all over the place all the time.
Yeah, he keeps bragging on his grandson, showing me pictures. Yeah. He's like 6'8" now. He's like 2-year-old.
He started playing tackle football.
Yeah, he's gonna be a legit linebacker
already. But that's really cool. So you man, keeping it in the sports world. That's exciting. Let me ask, so Greg Hudson literally would give me the shirt off his back. We're not like best buddies, but we know each other good enough now that I know he would do that if I needed it. He would also, if I said the wrong thing, rip this shirt off me and pull it off me and push. Did the football coach ever show up in his parenting to you?
Not really, like in an aggressive way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he was always more of the supporter. Like, I was thinking back on the way here of every sport I was playing, track and field, cheerleading, soccer, whatever it was, he had a little slogan for everything. So I won't say the real version, but he used to always tell me, "Let it freaking fly," when I was going into a track meet. So I think that's where his coaching side would come out, but not really in it.
So if you got in trouble, he didn't make you run laps around the house?
No, it was my mom.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
What was it like having like players at your house too? That had to be like pretty cool.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's why I really fell in love with being in college football and wanting to be in that world is I felt like I always had a bajillion brothers.
Yeah. And like just meeting new people and everybody's different. It's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you remember seeing the relationship between those players and your dad? Because we've had former players on Pirate Radio.
Oh, Lord.
With
We've
your
made
dad on.
Coach Hud cry like 4 times already.
Every former player of his that we've had on the show, he ends up like shedding a tear because they talk about how much of impact he had and how much influence they had or he had on them.
Yeah.
They tell him that they love him. But you know, what was it like seeing that relationship between your dad and the players he had?
I mean, it's just incredible and it's inspiring, and I think it's something that I've seen throughout my experience of college football and going from place to place and feeling like I knew I was with a good staff when I saw that happening.
Yeah. How crazy is life in the SEC?
Crazy.
Crazy. I mean, I want to get the Patreon podcast where you can tell the good stories. But so you went with Coach Elko from Duke to A&M. It looks like he's building something there. You helped out with that, which is cool. But how about Coach Elko? Why did you continue on with him?
He's been great since day one. So I had the opportunity to stay at ECU and take on a full-time role here after being a GA. Coach Elko called and gave me the opportunity to go work with a larger staff just in the different world of the ACC.
Yeah.
And I just kind of jumped and chose to do that. And he has literally been probably one of my biggest supporters since day one of working with him. He's always had my back, and it's been great. In the world of recruiting, sometimes you don't know if you can just give your opinion up front, and he's kind of always let us take the lead and give our opinion and go with the flow, and it's been great.
I've always kind of like found it interesting, and this is my view of it. It's probably wrong, but some of us got. But so you like wine and dine, not literally wine, but you do everything you can to get the guys in, and they're the best, and you're the man, and you're going to start and do all this, and then day one the coaches are cussing at them, and like, and then whining and dining the next group to come in. Like, it's kind of a weird deal, right? Like when you think about it.
It's crazy, but it's also awesome because you build those great relationships where you're like, you can tell them up front it's not going to be easy.
Okay.
But I remember my first class that came in at Duke after our whole first recruiting cycle, and they looked at me at winter workouts, and they were like, you didn't tell us it was going to be like this. And I was like, that's not my job. My job was to get you here.
I did my job. Now you worry about, but yeah, that's an interesting lifestyle. You were a college athlete, right? Yeah. So no NIL when you were cheering.
No NIL.
Hey, it's great, but do you feel like is it out of control? Like what do you feel like being in it should be done or could be done?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think it's great that, you get to make some money off of your name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can really speak on how it is now with all the things that are constantly changing, but I do think it has been crazy. And
yeah.
I think it's been challenging with the people trying to keep up with it and manage it. And, if you want to be on the top, you kind of have to always be, what's the right word?
On top of,
No, you're, not evolution. You know what I'm trying to say?
You're asking the wrong people. We don't have.
You just got to be ready to adapt.
Hey, there you go.
Adapt and change.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crazy world. Coach Hud showed us a picture or video of you before a big game, and I guess you had every player's information or something. For a big SEC game, how many recruits did you have coming in weekly?
A ton.
Yeah.
A ton. So we're lucky. I mean, any school is probably going to get 300 or so tickets. So it's about the same anywhere, but he was at the Notre Dame game that first year.
Yeah, that's right.
The Texas game. So those were two big ones where we kind of get the whole ticket stack and figure out where everyone's sitting. And
yeah, he said you can't put the 5-star DN beside the other 5-star DN. You got to kind of separate them so they all, they're the one, they're the man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's there's a science behind all this madness. It's crazy stuff. All right, Mike P said evolve.
Evolve.
Thank you, Mike. We got good listeners.
Yeah.
Joining us.
Thanks, Mike.
That should be doing our jobs, apparently. All right, well, Kayla, it is awesome to meet you. And I don't know, anything else? What's the new innovation in the recruiting world as far as your new job goes?
Oh, my goodness.
Is it just business as usual?
I mean, things are getting crazy. Hopefully, if you guys keep up with recruiting and see some of the cool stuff that they're putting out, offer letters are about to go out August 1, so that's where a lot of our stuff is.
So you're involved in all that. Mm-hmm. That's cool. Yeah.
I mean, it's the school creating it, but we get to help print and put it all together.
Yeah.
So it's fun to play a part.
Good stuff. Yeah. All right. I don't know. Should we?
Your dad always says be nice when he leaves the program.
Do you have a phrase to leave? Before we do, I don't know. Do you have an embarrassing story or anything? We can.
My dad?
Yeah. Make fun of him about?
Man.
Pick
embarrassing? I don't know. I think the funniest thing is that he laughs at his own jokes. He'll FaceTime me and just say a one-liner and just dying laughing on the phone, and I'm like, why'd you call?
When we have our video interviews, it seems like he's the only one that laughs at the funny name he puts.
Oh yeah.
He put
instead of putting Hugh,
he puts Hugh Janus, and he's like, isn't that awesome? It's like, yeah, I remember hearing that one in the 3rd grade. That was
no doubt the oldest one in the book.
Oh man, I think I just laugh because I'm afraid he might smack me if I don't.
I do laugh at his jokes, and he still smacks me.
He does. He literally. Jarrett was worried you were going to go in and smack him on the headphones like your dad does. Hey, great guy. We love him. Kayla, thank you so much. We'll talk to your pops later on this week, but great to catch up with you.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Sweet,
enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. More hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live on the way on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Looking for the perfect summer hangout? Swing by Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room for our Midday Munchies lunch menu, just $10.25 Tuesday through Friday, 11 to 3. We've got 46 cold draft beers, a killer Sunday brunch from 9 to 12:30, and our regular menu every Sunday, noon to 7. Your new Sunday Fun Day destination. Enjoy live music every Friday and Saturday, 7 to 10 p.m., and follow us on social media for more events. Check out the Repair Shop game room with pool tables, darts, and more, or kick back on our dog-friendly patio with the best staff in town. We're serving up good vibes at Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room all summer long long, where good times are always on tap.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Shiny teeth in me.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Dr. Holly, owner of Pirate Dental. At Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Does your tooth hurt?
They fix teeth.
Chipped tooth?
They fix teeth.
Need a second opinion?
We fix teeth.
Need a crown, have a cavity? We fix teeth. Bottom line, at Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Call us today at 252-321-2500 or visit us at piratedental.com. Online appointments available. Pirate Dental, we fix teeth. Go Pirates.
Shiny teeth in me.
This is Dr. Hode from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Here with Brian Cook, the comptroller for Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. Brian, talk about your service that you have at Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World.
Yeah, we've got a great group of technicians that work on all makes and models of vehicles. We're here to check out your car, give you some advice, fix the things that are needed, and maybe get you on the right path to taking care of it down the road.
One website, two outstanding dealerships, finding the car you're looking for. Greenville Motor Company, Greenville Auto World. Try us, trust us at driveherenow.com.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bustic Sugg Furniture. You'll find sizzling savings on hundreds of items in stock. Save on beautiful living room furniture, dining rooms, and bedroom furniture. Save up to 70% off clearance items, plus 6 months special financing. Raise up your sleep level and get a free motion base upgrade with Beauty Rest Black or Helix mattress purchase with up to 60 months special financing. Hot days, cool deals, summer sizzles at Bustic Sugg Furniture. Now that's hot.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. Hi, this is Mike Robertson, the owner of SCI Technologies. We have recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. The most cost-effective solutions for your home or business security and life safety needs. SCI Technologies, 252-321-7006. That's 321-7006.
Pirate Radio.
I'll give you Blackbeard's honest opinion. You ask me, can this new captain promise you a life of prizes, plunder, and adventure? Aye.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Caleb Stroud of Stroud's Marine grew up on the water and has loved boating his entire life, and that's why in 2012 he decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service, and their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit stroudsmarine.com for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Your New Blue Pirate Report, brought to you by New Blue, technicians at New Blue, staying ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home deserves the best. And New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. You can contact them at callinublu.com. Callinublu.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And we talked some soccer earlier this hour.
With who?
Coach EB and the ECU women's soccer team, the new head coach. And that was fun. We'll get some players on. I like talking to the athletes. I think I'm not gonna say student athletes anymore. I know they're students, but
yeah,
I'm gonna call them athletes.
Well, now they're getting paid. Well, maybe not them, but yeah, I think that's a fair shout.
Is everybody getting paid a little bit?
I don't know.
I should ask Coach.
Those are the sports I'm wondering about. How much do they make, if they make any?
Get Coach back in here.
If any.
Well, I mean, that's
how much money you making, if any?
Shirley, give me some Mark Lindsay.
None.
Yeah, I need to hear Mark Lindsay say if any.
Blake, where do you feel like you've learned the most about your defense so far? What have they gotten best? Gotten better at best. Besides what you just talked about, where they got to get better at? Your keys to victory this week, a little bit, if anything.
If anything. Do you have? Basically, what he's asking is, do you have keys?
All right.
And if you do, then tell them. If you don't, then don't. Then just
Coach, this thing is getting serious, man.
Seriously serious. You got the whole thing, Shirley?
Coach, this thing is getting serious, man. You got a seriously good season working, a seriously good day going today, and a seriously good streak on the line at the moment. What must it all feel like at the moment? I can see it on your face, but what must it all feel like just trying to keep things level as you head into the weekend here?
I love how he emphasizes level.
How you keep
it was
things
like all
level.
building up to that moment.
He got serious there at the end.
Yeah, he was like,
he said,
Coach,
level.
I'm gonna start you out with some chuckling and some yuckling, but I'm gonna end this thing serious.
He's
when you turkeys got cooked up for Thanksgiving here.
He's just giggling. He goes, level. I can see it on your face, Coach. But what you got to do is just keep things level.
I hate I missed him.
You missed the Mark Lindsay era?
Yeah.
Man.
I just meant like in the last year I've worked here.
I know. Yeah, I know
He's
what
been
you
gone
meant.
for years.
Yeah.
I know what you meant. You wish you were working when he was.
Yeah. Okay.
We got it. We got you. We're
man.
good, man.
We got you, Bone.
I want to try to keep things level for everyone.
Just trying to be serious.
I can see it on your face. Yeah, that's our New Blue Pirate Report. Today we honor Mark Lindsay of Pirate Illustrated. What is he doing now with his life?
What is Mark doing with his life?
Your keys to victory this week, a little bit, if anything.
All right, again, Chandler, we kind of dissected that, but he didn't even want a lot of the keys. He just wanted
Your keys to victory this week, a little bit, if anything.
a little bit.
If you have a lot of keys, keep it to a minimum. If you don't have any,
we're done here.
Then keep it level.
Yeah.
Been funny
but if you have keys,
a little bit.
We just want a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit. I made a 50 Cent Mark Lindsay song of him saying a little bit. I don't know if we can play that.
Just a little bit.
No.
Can we just play it a little bit?
Oh, man. We need to do a Where Are They Now? See what he's up to.
We need to do one for Ronnie Woodward.
Roddy, who?
Ronnie Woodward.
Ronnie Woodward? I mean, I know where he is. I know where he lives. We can go to his house.
Let's do that.
Where are they now? 1641 Newbury Street.
I know where he is now.
He just stays at home now.
Yeah, he's doing something with East
Carolina in the library. I remember that they opened up that museum. He was a part of that.
He's in the library field. He's a librarian.
It's always great to see Rondo at the at trivia.
He's a big Dewey Decimal guy. You know what I'm talking about, Chandler?
Yeah.
Dewey Decimal.
Hey, we need to do a Where's Patrick Mason at?
Where is that guy? Ah, man. Remember the book fair?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Always stock up on erasers.
Yeah? Yeah.
I used to be so amazed when I walked in my library that I saw every day, and you would see these shelves.
You're right. You're right.
You would be like,
I was like, whoa.
You'd be like, what happened to my library? This is a store. This is a literal store.
Got cooked up for Thanksgiving here.
Did the
Seriously. Seriously.
Blowing them up.
Serious.
For sure.
Damn, baby, all I need is a little bit. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Get it cracking in the club when you hit it.
I can see it on your face.
Drop it like it's hot, get the work in that back.
Oh, so stupid. But you're right, Chandler. It was like the renovation people came in overnight
Dude,
and
like,
built a whole new library.
Like, what in the world? I was like, and you would see the Guinness World Record books.
Yeah.
You know, the pointer with the finger at the end.
Yeah.
How many Bo Jackson books, if any, do y'all have?
Hey, Witchy Libraries got cooked up a little bit for the book fair, if any.
I would get the sports books. They had the ones that some just like told the story of an athlete.
I got
your Montanas, your Bo Jacksons.
I got a Cam Newton poster.
Oh.
A Cam Newton fathead from a book fair before.
What color dress was he wearing? Did it include the hat, the grandma, the grandma hat?
I got a Cam Newton action figure, and it came with the hat and a scarf.
Oh man, book fair. What else did y'all like about elementary school?
Christmas.
What? I didn't go to school on Christmas.
Wait, you didn't wake up on Christmas morning?
Time to go to school. Wake up!
Santa came to school.
Your parents would drop you off at school. Like, oh man, we forgot to get toys again. Hey,
I always wondered why I was the only one there. I was like, what in the world?
Oh no! So you were just walking the hallways alone? That would be pretty cool.
No, so like. It's Home Alone, except you're at school alone.
I made my teachers
alone.
disappear?
No. So right before we got out for Christmas break, we would do the Polar Express party. And we would go to school in our pajamas and have hot chocolate and watch Polar Express.
What kind of pajamas did you have?
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, or...
Did you have like a onesie?
Or like SpongeBob or...
I had Shrek.
Really?
Yeah, Shrek and Donkey on the shirt.
Donkey!
Like in elementary school?
In kindergarten?
Okay, maybe. Yeah, I need to ask my mom what I had. Mike P. nailed it. Field day.
Yeah.
God,
all day long.
I saw a TikTok the other day that said, me in elementary school going to school on field day, and it was like Ray Lewis coming out and doing his little dance.
We had a cowboy day. Because our principal, the one that got arrested for sexual misconduct, he was
some crack involved too, right?
That was a different principal.
Oh, okay.
But
your education system.
Yeah, no, he was like big into westerns, and so like every year we'd have Cowboy Day where all the kids would dress up as cowboys, and I got in trouble for wearing like a Dallas Cowboys shirt because they're like, that's not
Look
the
at
point
this
of
guy.
today.
Look at this smart aleck over here.
And like we have horses.
Hey,
and, like,
I'm
cowboy
Troy Aikman.
I haven't really changed since then. I mean, I'm still
Chandler went as Jerry Jones and got in trouble for.
Well, I do appreciate having Cowboy Day, and I do appreciate. Did I hear that the pizzas? What's on the menu for the cafeteria today? And did you hear about what little Johnny's measurements were?
All right, talk about kids here, Jerry.
Oh man, Jamie said, "Did y'all do field day Olympics when the Olympics were happening?" No, because we weren't in school in the summer. When y'all go to school?
Well, Jamie was in summer school because he.
Oh, because you stupid.
Did y'all have fall festivals?
Nah, I don't remember those.
We would go and you would do the all the different games. I remember the game where you had the.
Was there something in the water, pools?
But I remember
Apple bobbing?
I remember one you took like a fishing pole and you tossed it over this drape, and there was like a teacher back there that would like hook up a piece of candy or something to it.
Yeah.
Now
We used to have a Honolulu. We had a.
Are you trying to say luau?
we had a luau.
They had the city of Honolulu.
We had a luau.
Oh man. You had a Honolulu.
He's
Sean.
a great communicator.
Hey, did you know Kalooks? I know.
Kalooks was there.
I got a van in 15
He was
minutes.
just over there, and he just said,
Into the mic, Rob.
You know, Kalooks.
Chandler was talking to his teacher about Kalooks. They're like, this boy's got a big imagination.
He was a
We're
short,
doing the
rough
limbo.
little guy.
I'm talking about Kalooks over here with Miss Williams.
My
Did
wife.
you rent a car?
My wife said you rent a car. Got a car in 10 minutes.
You know, she's Greek. Oh, man. Under 7.5 on USC.
My brother loves feet. All right.
Oh, did you see
Mike P has, did you have bring your own crack day at your school? All right, pass it to the principal.
That was a legend. But the sexual misconduct was real.
They used to say, all right, bring in like a canned good.
Bring in a spoon.
Bring in a can of crack.
Bring your own syringe.
You could have been Michael Irvin and brought in crack. Hey, I'm just Cowboy Day,
Well,
right?
in gym class, we got to pick the name of our teams, and I could have played for the Dallas Mavericks. The principal found crack in my jacket, took it, smoked it.
Turned out it was his jacket.
And then took it and smoked it.
Allegedly.
Jamie said, Clip, one day I'm a nerd, one day I'm stupid. Pick a side, dude.
That's not a good way to treat your listeners.
Hey, Jamie, you're a good guy.
Love you, Jamie.
Yeah. Ooh. You don't say that word.
Wow,
a lot.
you do not say those three words a lot.
How many times have you ever told a female you loved her, other than your mama?
Oh, my grandma.
Anybody not in your family?
Absolutely not.
Nope. Man, that's going to be special when you say it to that first lucky lady. Yeah. No. All right, time to take a break. Good seg. Wow. This is our New Blue Pirate Report.
Yeah, just a little bit of it.
Not a lot.
Not a lot of it.
Just a little bit.
But just a little bit.
I feel like, I don't know, did we do a good job of keeping things level that segment?
No. Yeah, but when we go to break, we need to get level.
Bryce Williams, Slim 80, joins us. We'll ask him
Daggum.
his favorite parts of elementary school.
I wonder how his 4th of July went.
Man, I can't wait to ask him.
What did he eat? Let's see if he watched the movie. We'll find that out.
Guarantee he didn't. Back with you after these words.
This is Dr. McDowell here with Orthopedics East, and I'm excited to share that we've partnered with Fleet Feet to bring you a community race series that includes 3 awesome races throughout the year. Each one a local nonprofit making a real difference right here in our own town. Starting with the Big Run, benefiting Ainsley's Angels, the Glow Run, benefiting Building Hope, and Santa Dash, benefiting Riley's Army. To sign up, go to runtheeast.com. Join Orthopedics East in running for a cause and making every mile matter.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hey, Righty, you feeling okay? You've been dragging all day.
Ugh, don't even talk to me, Lefty. These shoes are a disaster. My arch is crying.
Dude, we have to go to Fleet Feet. They have a 3D scanner to customize shoes for every foot.
Wait, like custom fit? For me?
Yes, you and me. They have the top brands such as OnCloud, Brooks, and Hoka, plus many more.
Fleet Feet, where fit happens. Schedule your appointment at fleetfeet.com or come in today and treat your feet right. Find your perfect pair at Fleet Feet.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
It may be hot outside, but in Russell's, the clothing is light, bright, and beautiful. Hi, I'm Rhonda with Russell's, and we have a great inventory of cool, lightweight, colorful apparel for all your summer needs. Lots of dresses, skirts, tops, and tees for the ladies. And for the men, it's shorts, polos, swimwear, and t-shirts just for starters. Feel good and look even better when you shop for summer apparel at Russell's in downtown Washington, where it's all about you, our pirate friends and customers.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com. or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Oh, man.
Dangerously.
Back with you. Somebody with a long name says, tell me first, who was Edward Teach?
Blackbeard.
That was Double B. I called him BB.
And that kind of deal. And that kind of pirate.
And that kind of thing. All right. Let's welcome in our next guest.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. Bryce Williams here. What's up, Bryce?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How about you? You been out in the elements today?
Well, nah, I've been inside, but outside, bouncing back and forth.
Well, that was a tough question.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
I got him with that one.
You're going to hate me, as Wes would say. It was a two-question question. It was a two. Looks like you might have done some painting today.
No, that's staying. I've been doing some woodwork.
Looks like Wolverine got a hold of you there.
Whoa. Yeah, I was running a table saw on a piece, flipped back, and felt like a whip. Yeah, just some wood carpentry.
Like a working man do.
Yeah, try to be productive in any asset I can.
Bryce, we got some questions for you since we haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
I do like answering questions.
Chandler, you've done a good job of it so far. Couldn't quite tell us if you were indoors or outdoors, but we'll let that slide. Chandler, you want to get the ball rolling?
Yes, Bryce.
Yes, sir.
What did you do over 4th of July weekend?
Well, we went to the beach and went boating. And boating, Boating.
Let me ask you this: was this just a pleasure ride,
or did you cast a line?
It was recreational, just cruising, beaching, eating, drinking, hanging out with the friends. I wanted to, but it just wasn't in the cards.
What was on the menu for 4th of July?
Well, we kept it traditional. We just did our hot dogs and hamburgers or cheeseburgers, fries, that whole cookout thing for 4th of July.
Yeah, where Bryce said everybody's just on the boat. They're like, all right, we're going to have a fun day on the boat. Everybody, no fishing or anything. You ever kind of sneak off to the side and just kind of throw it in? Nobody knows.
I have done that before.
Have you really?
And he has a fish. We were out at Shark Island and we were beached up. This year, was last year. Everybody was beaching and I stay on the boat and I'm casting the rod out or dead bait and stuff. And so I didn't hook it, but I was close. But a dang, decent sized cobia swam by the boat. And I said, daggum, if I would have had the other bait to cast to it. But I have done that when I get the opportunity.
There you go.
You get the itch?
I get the itch. I enjoy hanging out, but it's mostly like, man, this weather's nice. I'd like to be fishing.
You know what would make this hanging out even better?
If I was fishing.
Hey, what? A cold beer? Like maybe some more family members? No, a fishing pole.
It's like, why can't they join me on what? I mean, I want to do beach and stuff. Like, why can't y'all just join me and we just fish one day? But it wouldn't. It don't happen like that.
You sound like a Star Wars Sith Lord. Like, join me.
Yeah.
Grab your rod and let's go fishing.
You have your boy out there on the boat and everything?
We did. We sure did. He loves it.
And the dog? Or?
We took Grady once. He had the first day, he got a little sliced on the oyster, so we kept him, his paw. Man. Which it don't even faze him. We do it more so for our precaution, really, but he don't give a rat's. But yeah, Davis is out there. He loves the beach, loves the water. He's all about it, which is great. He doesn't have a choice.
Good. You better love it, boy.
Yeah.
Good deal. All right. Was that it? You asked about food, right?
Yeah. Did you watch any movies over the break? And I say the break. We were off a week. I don't know what you did all week.
No, none that I can recall. I would have liked to just sort of chill and watch a movie, but I didn't.
I should have taken you to see Jurassic World Rebirth.
Anna does want to see that. Was it worth it or not? Was it too carried away?
And clip size, no.
They didn't get carried away. They just recycled everything they've already done.
If you want to see some cool visuals and the Jurassic Park music, it's there.
It's the same dumb stuff.
But for me, I hold it to such a high standard of the original.
Right.
It'll never please my taste buds. You know what I'm saying?
I know, yeah.
Because in 1993,
that's when I was burned.
You were just being born. You were in the hospital. I was.
You were born in 93?
I was.
You're a baby.
I graduated high school in 93.
You old.
Dang.
I was 11 going on 12, and my little butt was in the theater watching those dinosaurs for the first time, Bryce.
Man, I bet it was unreal.
And I swear, we got trees behind the house where I grew up, and I would go home, and I swore I saw a brontosaurus above the tree line.
I guarantee it.
Like it was. This was on Vernon White Road.
Oh, I know where that is. Yeah.
That's nuts. It was nuts, Coach Mack. But man, that movie had a big impact on me, and none of them have ever lived up to that one. So
right.
There
like
you go.
the stampede and all that stuff.
Oh man, and they get behind the log or whatever. Like a log is going to help a dinosaur stampede. Get out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, Anna should go see it.
I do.
It's a nice 2 hours out of the sun.
Yeah.
Enjoy the popcorn.
And the theater.
Yeah.
Not a sponsor anymore, or are they?
Trying to get them on.
Man, those seats. Dude, just go. If you want to sit in a nice recliner and lean back, go see a movie there.
I have to damn near drink an energy drink before I go in there because I've
it'll
fallen
knock you
asleep quite a bit.
It'll knock you out. It is very comfy in that place.
I may chat with her, see if she's up for it. But speaking of dinosaurs,
how about that? Fossils. Hey, you ever found anything cool during your outdoor excursions, Bryce, in the woods or anything?
like old?
Any skulls?
I found like some deer skulls and stuff.
Any prints that bothered you? Any paw print? Like, that could be something.
I've seen some bear prints. Actually, right, in Greene County, and it's just like whoa. And bear scat.
What about bear?
Appreciate you cleaning that up for the radio audience.
I was going to say
that might be the most dirty word you could say.
I was going to say turd, which sounds better than scat.
And you emphasized it too.
A little bear scat.
You like looked me in the eye when you said it.
He called the scat poop.
What did Greg Hudson say, Shirley?
Yes. Well, you don't win with turds.
That's right. You don't. You don't win with turds. All right.
You don't win with scats.
Yeah, we need to ban that word from the show.
I don't know how far I can take it without
you got it. Thank you, Shirley. Bryce Williams joining us. Bryce, these dog days of summer, what are the football players doing this time of year?
What is it?
Are they back yet, or are they still at home this time?
I think they probably getting close to getting back. They're probably, I would think, coming soon.
Would you stay in Greenville, or would you go back to?
I'd stay in Greenville because I'll take summer school, and I love summer in Greenville. God, yeah, so fun. Because right now they got, I think we'd be off. Typically we'll go somewhere for 4th of July, and then come back. I can't remember the exact day, but then of course we're doing, voluntary 7-on-7s. Throughout the week, probably at least 2-3 times a week, I would think. More so chilling on the weekends.
Y'all can be out there, but the coaches cannot be out
right. Which I don't know how it is, this day and age, but for us, it was all voluntary, and we had a great showing. The voluntary 7-on-7s were so fun. I guess because maybe the coaches weren't out there, we could just run it however we wanted. As far as the plays and it just felt like we were all playing in the backyard, but we're getting better. And I want to say there was a few workouts in between there during that time. And then fall camp starts up, in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks when the guys report. So just sort of prepping for the season and getting anxious. And obviously it gets hot out here, especially during the football season or this time of year on the turf, but it's a good time.
I enjoyed summer school as a student as well. I remember having a video production class, and it just was so laid back and how would Wes say it?
Lackadaisical.
Lackadaisical.
And then you asked him and said, "What did you say?" He said, "Lackadaisical."
Come on, idiot.
During one summer's class, I was always like, "Oh, let me go bowling." Get the bowling class, and I was like, "Oh, this is great." Well, it was the first day. Next day, I go in there. Oh, you've had to switch out of this and go to an English or some writing class.
Well, that's BS because I had bowling during summer too.
They kicked me out of it.
Yeah.
Dang.
I want to do what we did with Rajay, or I'm sorry, with Justin. I want to do it with Rajay as well, but with Bryce. I went through each season Justin played, and we'll do each season you played, and I'm going to ask you a trivia question about a game or a teammate or something.
Uh-oh.
So you were here 12 to 15 or?
12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
All right.
And I want to do that after this timeout because I got to compile 2 more questions.
Okay.
So let's take a break. When we come back, we'll do a little ECU football trivia.
Are you going to do the same questions for the same years he was with Justin?
No.
Because I want to be up to the challenge.
I know you do, Rain Man.
Because I want to.
Hey, you got a good guy in your corner over here.
I know.
I want to answer questions.
Do I have to phone Sean, or is he just with me in this?
No, I'm here, baby.
Well, you got your phone. Hey, he'll probably be on his phone while we do it anyway.
No, he probably will.
So you might as well just.
Instagram.
I'll be like,
Snapchat.
Yeah, Andrew Bodenheimer. Hey, call your grandma back, man.
I know. That's Nene. She called twice.
All right. Yeah, we got to call Grandma, and we'll be back after this. Chico's Mexican restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
This summer, the holidays arrive early because Beauty Bar Medi Spa is launching our first ever Christmas in July event from July 14th through July 18th. Get ready for 5 days of festive fun and fabulous deals on injectables, facials, and all your skincare faves. Glow up, glam out, and treat yourself to the gift of beauty, because who says you have to wait till December to shine? Beauty Bar Medi Spa, your destination for confidence, beauty, and the ultimate summer glow. Call now to schedule your appointment or visit beautybarmedispa.com, 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville, home of the Pirates.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation, if this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at holisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Cucinalla's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cucinalla's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinalla's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at cucinellas.com. Go Pirates!
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
This is John David Baker, offense coordinator for the ECU Pirates, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, where we are redefining service excellence. And don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Back with you on a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Good to be back in the studio with Bryce Williams, Slim 80, former East Carolina tight end. And we're going to do a little Pirate football trivia with Bryce regarding the years he played and the teammates he played with.
I got a trivia question that I'm going to steal from you from last night's trivia at the Buck that stumped me. And I'll ask the people in the chat game to, say their answer. But in 2022, East Carolina had 3 Pirates to throw a touchdown pass. Holton Ahlers, Mason Garcia, and a third person. Who was that third person?
Can I answer that?
I wanted the chat game to answer. Who do you think it is?
I think it's Sneed.
That's who I thought it was.
You're a year off.
You're off. But who is that third Pirate? Comment.
You got the right position.
Not C.J. Johnson.
Did you say not C.J. Johnson?
I said not, but I want to say yeah. I'm going C.J. Johnson.
Survey says. Bing! Nailed it.
Nice.
C.J. Johnson.
I'm trying to think if I remember that play. Was it on the home side?
It wasn't a touchdown. It was just a completion.
Oh, I thought it was a touchdown. Well, dang, that's no fun.
Oh, I got to protest the question from last night then.
It didn't say touchdown. It said completed passes. So you can protest all you want.
Was it on the home side going towards the boneyard?
Let's say it was.
I'm trying to remember.
Because I have no idea. I don't remember the play.
I was at every game, but I was also.
Somebody said it was in the in the Birmingham
very
Bowl.
drunk.
Hogan's Gate.
The Birmingham Bowl?
That's what they said.
That's what she said?
That's what somebody said.
I thought it was a home game.
Who said that? Because, there's a lot of people there where it doesn't matter what they say. I'm not going to believe it.
All right. You ready, Rain Man?
Yeah, let's do it.
Help out Bryce?
Yeah.
Come on, Sean.
All right.
I got to answer first.
No, I'll let you have a chance.
And you can't even say it. You can, if you think you know it, you can guide him to an answer. I don't want you to come out and say it.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna let him try to answer first.
Let's go to 2015.
Okay, senior year.
ECU beat Tulsa 30-17 inside of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium.
Was that my senior year?
Yeah. Oh boy.
We played Tulsa and dang.
I want to say you had a touchdown catch in that game.
You would say that incorrectly, but Bryce was the leading receiver with 5 catches in that game. In fact, Chandler, 2, 4, 6, 7 different Pirates caught passes in that game. But only one of those Pirates scored a touchdown, and it was a running back.
Oh.
Name that Pirate that caught a touchdown pass in that game.
It was probably Chris Hairston.
All right, he's going Chris Hairston. Chandler, how do you feel about that answer?
That's who I was thinking of.
So you want to roll with it?
No.
Oh, I want you to say the other one just to see, because I've already given my answer. Was it with number 27?
Marquise Grayson.
Marquez Grayson?
Or Marquez.
Man, I thought he was going to be good. Who's your answer?
I'm going to go with Chris Hairston.
Chris Hairston is correct, Bryce Williams. Yeah. Stick with your gut. He had 1 catch for 12 yards, the only receiving touchdown in that game. Bryce, as I said,
we went to a damn drought.
Bryce 5 for 36 in that game. That's it.
Yeah.
Step your game up.
Off of 5 catches is not bad.
5 catches
for a tight end.
Nice. Yeah. Dang.
What else you got there?
Let's go to 2014. October 4th, to be exact. Shane Carden was slinging it all over the place. 410, 4 touchdowns. Bryce had one of them touchdowns?
Against who?
SMU. No, you ain't do nothing. 2 for 17. Might as well not even put a uniform on.
I tell you what, that's a scam. That gummit, Shane.
Share the rock.
Threw for 410 yards.
So Zay and Justin combined for 17 catches, 250 yards. So they did most of the work that game. But I'm more worried about the running backs because Chris Hairston found the end zone again.
Dang.
But so did this running back, I believe, from Virginia. I believe.
He was from Virginia?
I believe he can't. He was.
We had a running back from Virginia.
I hope I didn't lead you astray with that.
He had a touchdown. Anthony Scott.
Anthony Scott is correct.
Hey!
That's who I had in mind.
Get hot, Bryce.
I tell you what, I'm hot when I'm not. No, how's that song go?
Anthony Scott.
I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't good, you know. Something.
Let's go to the Beef O'Brady's Bowl.
Okay, which one?
Bryce Williams, a.k.a. Mr. Beef. You heard of Mr. Beast? He's Mr. Beef. He's got them rings. Bryce, let's go to the defensive side of the ball.
Uh-oh.
3 Pirates had interceptions in the Beef O'Brady's Bowl. 2 safeties and 1 linebacker. I need you to name those 3 players.
I'm
gonna give you
I got one.
What year was it? It was 2013.
13. One of them is a buddy of yours.
Zeke Bega.
All right, let's go with the safety that's a buddy of yours.
Oh,
let's start there.
Honky.
Oh, Maggie.
Okay, David Magazu is correct.
Maggie.
Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
Maggie's Dream. That's by Don Williams.
I've got one.
Okay, would you like to assist him?
Can I give a hint?
Yeah.
He switched to the defensive side of the ball.
I think you're right. Did he play running back?
Yes.
And go to safety?
Number 35.
Oh, yeah. That's Dobson.
Michael Dobson is correct.
Michael Dobson.
Now, I didn't like your Zeke Bigger answer. You sure you want to go with that?
No.
Or you want to try another linebacker?
I would try a linebacker. Probably, I must think.
I don't even remember.
Is he a coach now?
He might be.
I'm going number 24.
Yep.
B. Will.
Bang! Brandon Williams, Michael Dobson, and Damon Magazu all had interceptions in that game. And now we go to 2012. Now, this is going to be tough.
This is way back here.
Did you... you didn't have any stats in this game. Did you play in 2012?
I don't think I was like traveling, but I think I was like special teams or something.
Well, this you remember at least some of this game because it was against the Marshall Thundering Herd. And the final score, do you remember what the final score was?
We beat them that year because we lost to them in 2011. So we beat them that year. Yeah.
65-59, double overtime.
Yep. Just like the previous.
By the way, in this game, Justin Hardy had 16 catches, 171 yards.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Taking all the targets, which means the second leading receiver that day only had 4 catches. Who was that receiver?
Oh, God.
He played high school football in North Carolina. That's all I can tell you.
Okay. So, obviously, I'm assuming, was he a starter?
I don't know.
2012 receivers. Oh. Yeah, that's way back yonder. Is he a honky check?
Shirley, can I get a honky check? Is he a honky check?
Which one?
Just hit honky check.
Honky check.
Yep.
Okay.
Honky check. Honky check.
Then that's got to be.
Was he about this tall?
About yay big?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Oh, dang.
Uh-oh.
Stump me.
We've got.
So we had 2 honkies out there.
Oh, we got honky.
Oh, I know who you're thinking of.
Honky overload.
Honky over. He's a small fella.
One of these honkies had 3 catches. One had 4. You better pick the right one.
But this one was.
One honky had 3 and another honky had 4.
We got a honky off.
He was.
Honky off.
He was shorty. He was short fella.
All right. You're thinking shorty. You're going tally. No?
No, I was thinking.
You going shorty?
Yeah.
He was probably double threes.
Oh.
It's got to be Webster. If it's the short honky check.
Show me Danny Webster. Bing! Yeah! Bryce Williams runs the table.
Man.
Was thinking Bodie.
Yes.
But Chandler might have helped him out there.
When you said honky check, I thought you meant Denny Webster. So I thought he was short. And then you were like, oh, wait. And then I was like, he's thinking of Bodie.
Yeah.
Because Bodie's also from North Carolina.
Yeah.
So that would have fit the clue.
Do you remember Bodie in that game catching the touchdown pass? First play from scrimmage? First play from scrimmage in the first overtime.
In overtime.
I'd like to see that.
Very first play from the 25, they threw a touchdown pass to Bodie.
I wish we could find that.
Bryce, you didn't have any animosity, or did you, towards Marshall? Like,
no, not really.
You wanted to beat them, I'm sure.
I wanted to beat them when we went up there.
They could have put you in the championship game,
championship against Rice at home, and we would have been Conference USA champions. God, that one hurts.
And old Cato and the boys, Aaron Dobson.
Then
you remember that catch he made against us?
Yeah. He was kind of nasty.
Rakeem Cato.
He was cool. Rakeem Cato, and then the running back Devin Johnson.
Bryce, good work and a little assist from Chan over there.
Appreciate you, John.
Yeah, man.
But well done, Chris Harrison.
Those were tough.
I love looking back at old names like that, though.
Oh, God, yeah.
Harrison Scott, Dobson, Maggs, Brandon Williams, and then Danny Webster were the answers today.
Man.
I gave. Let's see if he can get Justin's now, or at least in 2014. Rolled up 70 on Carolina.
Yeah.
Who had the pick six to start the second half for ECU? Right out of the gate.
That had.
Of the second half.
There's only one pick six, right? Yeah, it was Zeke.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah, that was on the left. It was on the home side.
Yep.
On the left side.
And I remember
running to the Murphy Center.
You said this yesterday when I was listening to the interview, but even though we were up big to start that second half, when that happened, you had a feeling like we had control. Like
I'm big never say it's over. But at that point, it was over.
Yeah, the place was rocking. Very first play, or one of the first plays after halftime.
Honestly, it was over when it was like 3rd and 24, and they let Breon. No, was it Breon? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it was
on a little screen pass.
It was 3rd and 30. Yeah,
he just ran
it was like a halfback draw. It was
he scored.
Yeah,
it was a halfback draw.
I think he did. Yeah.
That was great.
Who scored the touchdown right before the half?
Yeah, I asked Justin.
What receiver was that?
And I did give Justin some
clues.
Was it Oh, do you not want clues?
Was it was it on the away side?
It's on the Murphy Center side.
On the away side.
Yes.
I think it was Bishop.
Boom. Bryce is hot. We should stop now.
Brandon
I don't want you to miss one.
I don't think
You're rolling pretty good right here.
I tell you, we should have scored against him. I almost did each year. But yeah, Bishop.
Never did?
I was so close each time. God, I wanted to score against Hut home would have been sweet.
Easy one here. Who threw the touchdown to Carden in the Beef O'Brady's Bowl?
That was Wordy.
Yep, Cam Worthy. And then how about this, Bryce? This is going to be tough here. So 2011, were you here?
I was at Marshall.
Oh, okay. I don't know if he made it to 2012 because he didn't finish here. But this speedy wide receiver caught 2 touchdowns, including an 84-yard catch and run in the 3rd quarter against UCF.
He had a brother that ended up coming to play here, too.
Yeah. What, safety?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or corner or something.
Corner?
That was before my time.
Yeah. And I don't know if you were teammates with this guy. But if I say the name Reese Wiggins.
Oh, dang.
Were you teammates with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, yeah.
But I think he left or was told to leave. Or
I can't remember what happened with Reese
Or am
Wiggins.
I wrong? I don't think he made it all 4 years here. Let's take a break. Good work, Bryce.
Hey, man, I'm a pirate in there soaking in blood, man.
They're going to dust in the wind, man.
Sound like boom hour.
They're going to be in the life, man.
Take a break. We'll come back. Pirate Radio Outdoors, Fleet Feet Rundown. Back with you after this.
You love U.S. Cellular Home Internet. It lets you do all your favorite things because it's fast, reliable, and affordable.
Switch to U.S. Cellular today and do the things you love with internet you love. Just pay $39.99 a month when you bundle with a wireless plan. And if you don't love it, you have 15 days to let us know. Built for us. Terms apply. See uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon is delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. Arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutique.online.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutique.online.com. Go Pirates!
Who let the dogs out? Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Who let the dogs out?
Ahoy, Pirate Nation, ready to conquer Greenville and beyond? Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is dropping anchor with deals you can't ignore. Right now, get up to $6,000 off MSRP on select Ram 1500s. The truck built for tailgates, job sites, and everything in between. Or take the doors off life with the new Jeep Wrangler with employee pricing for qualified buyers.
Drive a little, brah, save a lot, brah.
Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, your hometown hookup for horsepower, freedom, and pirates.
Looking for bold flavors and badass deals? Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Right now, the Badass Margarita is just $8. Yeah, you heard that right. Feast on the mouth-watering burrito burger, dig into their elote street corn dip, and treat yourself to the churro crunch shake. Wash it all down with BD's Amber Ale, just $4 all day, every day. Or sip one of their signature cocktails, like Southern Peach Tea or Daddy's Dragonberry. And don't miss half-off appetizers the last 2 hours before they close. It's not badass if it's not Bad Daddy's.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you thinking about purchasing a new home? Stop by and see Integrity Home Mortgage at their new office location in Greenville at 1420 Arlington Boulevard. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs to help you get pre-approved. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Start your home shopping process with a call to Integrity Home Mortgage today at 252-714-2076. And chronic joint pain hovers. You never know when it's going to rear its ugly head, and that goes for David Garrard too. This is why the medical professionals at QC Kinetics take their job so seriously. When they treat patients like David Garrard, they are delivering long-term relief. Treatments without surgery or downtime. Call QC Kinetics for your free consultation today at 252-645-6458. That's 252-645-6458. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes, Jarrett Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, and Bryce Williams here. We have our Fleet Feet Rundown, introed by Alex Harper.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you.
Real quick, because Kirk Cousins was on TV, I saw Quarterback Season 2 is now available on Netflix, and it will feature Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, and Jared Goff. Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think he might have been the first one.
Who?
Jared Goff.
Okay. Kirk Cousins, Jared Goff, Joe Burrow.
Okay.
Alert Tony Dunn. He's a big fan of Jared Goff's other half. Better half, as they say. As am I.
It's available now?
It came out today.
Okay. I might check that out.
Might check that out. I still need to watch the latest Squid Game that is on Netflix as well. But Bryce was asking about Kirk Cousins, and he's a highly paid backup, right?
Yeah, $40 million.
Michael Penix is going to, I guess, be the starter.
Yep.
The lefty, second year.
How did he do last year?
He was 1-2 in his 3 starts.
And I didn't think he was great against Washington. He had a clutch because remember they played late in the year.
Yeah, Sunday night.
Washington clinched a playoff, and Atlanta was fighting for a playoff, so it was a big game. And he had a clutch drive at the end of the game. I didn't think he looked great, but they're ready to roll with him, I guess.
I just don't like left-handed quarterbacks in the NFL, so I'm not a fan of them.
Yeah,
but
we'll mention that with Holt Nailers when he joins us tomorrow.
That's exactly who I thought of.
Okay. I mean, hey, Michael Vick was great.
Do you like left-handed quarterbacks in the UFL?
Yeah.
Loves them. He hates right-handed quarterbacks in the UFL.
Uh-huh.
Lefties, Mark Brunell was good with Jacksonville. Had a good 2005 with Washington. Boomer Esiason, good left-handed quarterback. Michael Vick, obviously, electric.
Just looks weird.
It does. I'll admit that. And there has not been, many great left. In fact,
there a Hall of Fame?
There was no left-handed starters last year until Penix, I want to say.
Tua.
Tua.
Tua's left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Has there ever been what left-handed quarterbacks have won a Super Bowl?
That's a good question.
How about left-handed quarterbacks in Hall of Fame? You got, So Ken Stabler, I was thinking maybe he was, but Steve Young, obviously,
yes,
should have got him.
Wait, was Ken Stabler left-handed?
Yes.
Ken Stabler and Steve Young both won a Super Bowl. So there's your question about that.
How about left-handed quarterbacks to win Super Bowl? Is that what you looked up?
Yeah, Ken Stabler
so that's it?
and Steve Young. That's it.
That's the list.
Only 2 left-handed quarterbacks.
Wow.
What other left-handed quarterbacks have started in a Super Bowl? Boomer did with the Bengals. Vic obviously did. Brunell was 1 game off with the Jaguars. Any other lefty quarterbacks start in a Super Bowl? Got to be somebody, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'll check out that quarterback show. Question from Jamie: does Bryce still root for Marshall football? They're not a rival of ECU. Do you have any rooting interest to Marshall? You were there for what? 1 year? One
season.
Yeah.
If I saw him on TV,
if you saw Marshall playing Louisiana, and for some reason you couldn't find the remote or the batteries stopped working, so you couldn't change the channel, would you care at all about what you were watching? I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, not enough to be. I don't think so.
But you would hope they would win.
Yeah,
but you didn't
let's
care.
hope Marshall would win.
Yeah.
I was curious because I was like, who is their head coach? Because Huff went to Southern Miss.
Mm-hmm.
Former Pack defensive coordinator Tony Gibson.
Yeah, that's right. The head man with the herd. Bryce, we got a question for you. Jarrett is a sports guy, I think.
Are you a sports guy?
Yeah.
He did not know where Wimbledon is. Do you know where Wimbledon is?
Can I get a region at least?
No.
So, nothing.
Where is Wimbledon? Have you heard of Wimbledon?
It's a tennis thing,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Big tennis tournament during the summer.
It's during summer.
Where do you think that is?
It's a tennis tournament.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, Wimbledon sounds like a northeastern
Okay.
place. Is that?
You talking about United States of America?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Dang.
Here off.
Wait, it's in California.
It's not in America.
Oh.
See,
It's in England.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't think my sports guy status should be judged off my knowledge
Bryce
of tennis.
is not a sports guy. He's a sportsman and an athlete.
Well, you didn't know where the Australia was. You didn't know that
I
one.
missaid Roland Garros was Australia.
Wimbledon is in England, huh?
Wilmington.
Wilmington, yeah.
No, Wimbledon's right up the road.
Yeah.
All right.
Wimbledon.
So you proved a point there, you think? You feel good?
I mean, I never felt bad.
Do you feel good that I failed?
You know,
No, I just thought it'd be funny to ask you.
we should do some man on the street, Jarrett, and see how many regular Americans
know where Wimbledon
is.
All right.
First question: do you know what it is? If so,
That'd be interesting.
Where is it?
Y'all could do like a pirate radio little street question, street talk question.
Yeah.
That's what we say.
Who would go? Do you think J-Bone or Chon should be the face of that?
Jared is so like rough around the edges and
What do you mean?
aggressive.
Or you could get
I'm not
Grayson.
aggressive.
Hey, you know where Wimbledon is?
I would not ask it
Hey,
like that.
Jackie,
Excuse me, do you have time for a quick interview?
Hey, Scatface. I think Chandler is a little softer with the public.
Yeah, the blonde. It must be the blonde.
Does this blonde come through in the summer? Are you a summer blonde?
I actually do. The more I'm in the sun.
You got a blonde face.
Yeah. Like the beard goes blonde, hair goes more blonde.
Got a Hulk Hogan thing going. Ooh, 90s Hogan.
What's up, brother?
Where's Wimbledon, brother?
Like, I'm like, hey, we're going to go to the beach. You want to come? Yeah, sure. 4 hours later, what's up, brother?
Yeah. We'll send Jared out there.
I think you could do it.
I can definitely do it.
I'd be curious.
After about 7 burrs.
No. I can do it sober.
No. Bone wants a National Day update. Let's get it. We haven't done that in a while.
I kind of wish I could like guess what it may be, but there's so many random.
All right, it's so hot. I'm going to say there's something.
Slushy day.
Popsicle-ish.
Okay, good calls.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to say like beach day or beach chair day.
I'm gonna say root beer float day.
All
Dippin'
That
Dots
sounds
Day.
good.
This is good. Yeah, we should guess before everyone. That's a good idea. We've got Raspberry Day.
Yeah.
My daughter had me get that a couple times recently at the grocery store. I don't know
Raspberries?
if I've ever had a raspberry.
Do the
I've had like raspberry flavored
Candy,
stuff.
yeah.
Do the raspberries taste like raspberries?
What's that?
Yes, that's
What is that?
Willy Wonka.
Yes.
Snozzberries.
The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
It is Cow Appreciation Day.
Nice.
I think I'm gonna have me a steak.
I appreciate cows. Their
I'm
milk,
gonna have me a burger,
cheese,
a bison burger.
FEMA's gonna shut us down.
and their meat.
I dare them.
Shoot, I could go for. That'd be good.
How does FEMA feel about the milk part?
Is it FEMA or PETA?
I think you mean PETA.
FEMA's in Texas helping out the flood victims, and you're like, maybe they're gonna come take my burger away.
What's FEMA feel about milk?
PETA.
They don't care about milk right now.
PETA, you sound like Lois Griffin in there.
PETA.
Okay, I'm not a Natural.
You claim to be a food guy, but you don't.
I'm not a natural disaster cleanup guy. Okay. PETA is what I was looking for. PETA. Does PETA care about the milk part?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
Come on. You can at least have milk. I mean, I'm going to keep having burgers and steak. But
Taking milk from them is not hurting them.
it's like taking milk from a cow. Oh! National Freeze Pop Day!
Oh!
Wow. And the ones pictured are just the classic, like Shirley would say, they cut your mouth.
Yeah.
The ones with the...
Let me see.
The plastic. We used... Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Whoa, Jeff.
Jeff.
Come on back, Jeff.
God,
Jeff.
That was an exciting moment. But
What's your favorite color of freeze pop? What kind of face did you make? What's your favorite freeze pop color?
Probably gotta go red or purple.
Okay. I'm
maybe
going
a little blue.
I'm going blue.
Yeah, blue was my favorite color.
Pink.
Pink. Those were good.
They were the pink lemonade ones, and I love those.
Because what was the flavor of blue? Because it wasn't
blue raspberry.
Blue raspberry.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
It is National Chocolate with Almonds Day.
I like go get you a Hershey bar with almonds.
I like a little texture in my chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love a Mr. Good bar.
Oh yeah, because they're subtle.
Yeah.
Subtle nuts.
Old Subtle Nuts. Sounds like a nickname. Oh, look who's here. Old Subtle Nuts is here. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors. We know Bryce went recreational boating. Did he done anything else over the last couple of weeks? We'll talk about it when we return after this.
For pest control that packs a punch, BAM! Call on the experts at BAM Pest Control. Attention Greenville, BAM Pest Control is here to protect what matters most, whether it's your business, your home, or your peace of mind. They don't just eliminate pests, they knock them out. BAM Pest Control is #1 in insect control, rodent control, and yard services like fire ants and mosquitoes. BAM! You're insect-free, safe, and comfortable. Call the experts at BAM Pest Control on Hooker Road in Greenville, 252-751-3160. BAM!
Eastern North Carolina's newest concert destination is here. It's Carolina Crossroads Amphitheater, a brand new state-of-the-art outdoor amphitheater with room for 30,000 fans. Reserve your seat or grab a spot on the lawn and enjoy food trucks, vendors, cold beer, and cocktails all night long. It's just a short drive away right off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids. On August 15th, country outlaw Jamie Johnson takes the stage with rising star Jackson Dean opening the show. Tickets are on sale now at carolinacrossroadsamp.com.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENC Pirate ncpirerealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Pirate Radio, proudly serving the Pirate Nation for over 20 years. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was a mixed day for the stock market today. The Dow was down 165 points and closed at 44,240. The NASDAQ was up 5 points at 20,418. S&P was down just 4 points and finished at 6,225. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Getting a great Bryce Williams story. That reminds me of Superbad, the movie. We're trying to do that. All right, Bryce, are we out of breaks?
We are out of breaks.
Sweet. We'll go Pirate Radio Outdoors, presented by Stroud's Marine. We have talked to you about getting ready for boat season. Well, it's beyond that point. We are in boat season. But now, Bryce, you got to worry about things kind of breaking down. Got a part messed up. Got a part needs fixing. Got to replace a part. And that's where Stroud's Marine comes in.
Oh, without a doubt. And my man Caleb, he even likes to go boating too, because I saw him this weekend.
Oh.
And chatted with him.
It'd be crazy if he was not a boater and was just a big fraud. Yeah. And hated boats.
Yeah.
But not this guy.
Nah, hey, Caleb is the real deal, knows his stuff. And look, you probably put a lot of hours on your boat so far. That oil change, that water pump, anode, spark plugs, serpentine belts. I can go on and on.
I had a nail in my tire this morning.
No.
What is the boat equivalent of that?
A nail in your tire.
You got to get a new tire or a tire patched. Is there a
probably
boat?
You could do I would say maybe anodes. Anodes, they are a little bit of a thing.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You get those little problems on your boat.
But there's somebody that can fix it.
Yeah.
It has things that can fix it.
And has a part for you.
It has a part for you, and his name is Caleb Stroud.
This dude is the Mr. Potato Head of boats.
I always get mesmerized when I walk into his shop.
That happens to you a lot, but for good reason at Stroud's Marine.
Absolutely, because everything's so organized in there. And even Bryce has said, hey, I need this. And he's like, oh, it's right over here. Boom.
He'll rummage through this container. Here you go. Bop. So yeah, you got a weird part that you don't feel like, which he has his stuff on eBay, but you can bop in and see his guys, and he's got you set up, that's for sure.
All right, so you've done your recreational boating. Have you done any fishing the last 2 weeks?
Did I? You know what?
Because we weren't here last week. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
I did have a very
good
story
to tell?
day. I had a very good fishing day. I don't post anything.
I think I saw this.
Did you see?
I think I saw this on
that.
Oh, my. Now, what's that?
That is a bull drum.
Let me see. Let me take a gander.
Bull drum.
Bull.
Oh, yeah. That's right, because we didn't have it that fall. That's right. So, I actually have been, and she was a stout old 46-inch bull drum. She was, gosh,
46-inch.
She whooped my tail. So me and my buddy Patty went out to the mighty old. Actually, we fished Jones Bay, mouth of Jones Bay area. But we actually had a really good day. We caught that bull drum. I didn't catch one last year.
Did you reel that in by yourself?
Oh yeah, I caught it on light tackle too.
Are you amazed by that?
I'm mesmerized. That thing's huge though.
She whooped my tail because it was on lighter tackle, and it took me quite some time to reel her in, but I finally landed her. In the meantime, while I'm fighting that fish, my buddy Patty's catching slot reds, mid-20s trout, up the 20-inch trout. We had a very good day. That was 2 Saturdays ago, and which was great because I haven't had like a really, really good day fishing as far as catching, and it was nice to have that. And it was on my boat, and that was the first bull drum I've caught on my boat.
Little history made.
I was pretty pleased, and she was something. It took me a while.
Is that maybe the biggest catch you could ask for in those where you were, or is there something?
I would.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say pretty sure. I mean, tarpon maybe. Is. I've never heard of a tarpon in that area, but I'm sure they're cruising away. It's definitely possible to catch tarpon in Bay River, Jones Bay, then the Pamlico River. But yeah, the bull drum and or tarpon are definitely the biggest things you can catch there. I mean, unless a bull shark's hanging out, but the odds of that I think are fairly slim. But yeah, you get some of them son of a guns. I mean, they're so strong, and those are 46 inches is obviously a good size, but I mean they push into the 50s. And
all right. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
On the bull drum catch.
Thank you.
And congrats on your great trivia play earlier in the show.
Appreciate it.
You know your pirates. I might have to bring that back.
That's fun. That's my kind of fun right there.
Because I love talking old names, old games.
Yeah. Yep.
And Bryce Williams was right there on the field getting it done for the Pirates. All right. We'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Shirley, J-Bone, and Chandler, we'll see y'all tomorrow on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate.